if I'm in charge, we're in trouble. Hey, everybody. Yeah. Welcome to the United Adventure Company, where apparently I'm in charge and they're in trouble. Sorry for the little delay getting the ball rolling. I was messing with some stuff in Roll20 and getting the party started back there.
Point of inquiry. Since when are my professor matches?
Y'all were right. What happened?
I don't know.
The power flickered on and off.
Oh, that's what happened.
Billy broke it.
Billy broke it.
Well, now we're going to play musical
cameras. Okay.
Musical cameras, yeah.
Whoa, there we go. Nope, that's still not right.
Nope.
Nope, that ain't right either.
What'd I miss? Oh, I see.
Now, when the music stops, everybody sit down, and the one person left standing doesn't have a chair.
Oh my goodness.
Where's
well, you're getting closer.
Yeah, that's real messed up.
You're getting closer.
Ta-da!
I thought you had this all working.
It was fine before we started, and then somebody's power went and flickered.
There we go.
That's
right.
So much better.
There we go.
Okay, carry on.
In the right place now.
Now I have to check the other one. Yeah, it's wrong.
Oh, it's probably wrong. It's probably wrong too.
So I have to fix that now.
And this is after you were like, "Oh, look, everybody's in the right place."
I jinxed it.
And you said we were the ones in trouble.
He's in charge.
You are, because y'all broke it.
No, I didn't break nothing.
Jinkies.
The internet says Billy broke it, and the internet does not lie.
See?
Hi, Diamond. Yep. Thanks
if
for
it's on the
keeping me
internet, it's got to be true.
In touch.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's on the internet. It must be true. So anyway,
unless they're talking about flat Earth, then they're just fucking stupid. Sorry.
Hey, we like our flat Earth fans too.
Yes.
Even every bit of the Earth that you step on is flat. So anyway,
no,
hey
really
folks. Wow, how have we gotten where we are? Today has been a very interesting day for us here at the United Adventure Company. We started this morning off with Jinkies and had a blast. If you missed it, you missed a really fun game. Go back and watch the VOD. But it was a lot of fun. We really enjoyed it. That one we'll be doing again very soon, I'm sure.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Because everybody needs more Roxy and rabbit pellets.
Yes.
Yes.
It's Wabbit Swinkles.
Wabbit Swinkles.
I don't even want to know.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, it's exactly
It's exactly what you think it is.
It's exactly what you think it is.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, it is. Rabbits.
You gotta eat it twice. It's gotta go back through.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of great moments in that. We were all so busy laughing and we didn't get a chance to make any clips because everything that happened was so funny. It passed by before we could clip it. So we'll have to go back and make some clips out of that one.
Diamond generally makes the clips and he was playing, so
yeah, that's true. Diamond was playing and he's the clip master. So but we're so glad to those of you, thankful that you came out this morning and watched us. We picked up another sub from Neuromancer or Neurodancer, not Neuromancer. That's a song that I like. Neurodancer, thank you for the sub.
He was measuring my steps.
Yeah, don't ask about the pigeon milk. Yeah, it's safer if you don't ask about the pigeon milk. So Neurodancer used their Prime account, their Prime sub. So don't forget you can use your Prime sub to sub to us right here at United Adventure Company and help us out with that. We do have a contest going on right now trying to get to 125 followers. So if this is your first time watching the show or you're a return watcher and haven't followed yet, go ahead and click that follow button down there at the bottom and help us get to 125. When you do that, when we hit 125, we're going to draw a name from all of our followers and somebody is going to win a $25 gift card to Drive Through RPG or one of the virtual tabletops of your choice. So really, really great. Perfect little holiday gift. And speaking of the holidays, we got some cool stuff coming up for the holidays. We've got a whole week of games planned out. So join the Discord and y'all are having fun in the chat. Join the Discord and make sure you catch our schedule when we post it up this week about our schedule of games for the holidays. What else? I think that's about it for now. Wednesday night, Delta Green, 7 o'clock, right here, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. We'll be playing Impossible Landscapes, where we are almost back to the book. We broke the game, and our handler was having to steer us back on track. So that's that. Don't forget, hit us up on our YouTube channel. Check out all the content. Get caught up on the Welcome Home campaign, where we are catching up with our players as they have left the last city they were in, the mud pit, and have started flying towards the Dwarven fortress in Strawnafels. Strawnafels is a pretty well-known, well-established Dwarven settlement far on the western side of Mordor, the realm in which we play. And as you've been flying now, it doesn't take you long to get there from where you were. With your new helm installed, you are actually making a lot better time. And as you approach the mountains in the area that you think the dwarves should be, you can see the faint outline through the clouds of what appears to be a volcano. It's like the clouds are actually steam rising from this pit, this crater inside this mountain. And as you get closer, you can smell the burning, the melting, the fire and earthly gases that are seeping out of this. You break through a cloud, and your eyes burn for a moment. Water starts pouring through them as you descend through the clouds. Hey! Thanks for the bot follow there. As you descend...
Bot follow?
Yeah, eat me bot. See what I did?
Yeah, but that's...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's another follow that we got. Thank you so much for that. So as you descend through the clouds and your eyes burn, your nostrils sear with the gases, and you finally break through the cloud bank, you see built into the crater of this, what once appears to be a volcano, a grand fortress with guards on the wall. They start shouting and yelling, running, pointing. A ballista turns and aims at you. How do you respond to this?
Stop.
The message scroll. I can message anybody, right?
Once per day, anybody, yeah.
I think I could do it more than once per day, but
I think it was once per day. I think
would
we've
say-
done it more than once per day, but maybe it was 3 times a day.
I think it's 3 times a day.
I would say we can wave the friendly, we mean you no harm flag, but no such flag exists on my ship.
Yeah. So
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
So Vale is going to pull the scroll, and the first person that he sees, the first dwarf that he sees at the ballista, we mean you no farm. We mean you no harm. We're from Karnagather.
All right.
The big flying squid head means you no harm.
So
Yes.
you can tell he gets the message because he kind of looks around like, what? Who said that? And then he looks
And
up
I went like this.
and you're waving at him, and he tugs on the shirt of the guy next to him. He points and he says, you can see him gesturing, and the guy runs over to the ballista operators and tells them, hold on, don't fire, basically giving them the wait signal. Couple more guards come out, they converse, and then they wave a big flag at you and wave you in. Apparently, they weren't expecting you to be in an airship.
Yes.
We get that a lot.
Yeah. And you start to descend down into the crater. And as you get down lower and lower, you see that this Dwarven complex is very large. It goes very deep, but there are also trees growing in the crater, like small forest areas. There are flowers. The fortress is, however, quite grand and old. As you touch down, a party of dwarves comes out to meet you.
Hello.
Greetings.
Who's our talkie person? Vale, you became our talkie person.
I'm kind of the talky person, yeah.
I just listen and interject whenever I need to.
Welcome to Stranafells.
Thank you for having us. We come bringing tidings from Lady Story of Karnengother.
Easy for you to say, buddy. Yes, we heard that you all may be arriving. However, we did not know that you would be in a flying machine.
Well, we didn't either until recently, so.
Welcome. You are expected, Lady, or my apologies. She doesn't like being called that. Our leader, Morana Goblin Bane, is waiting for you. She's been
I'm
alerted.
sorry, what?
Morana Goblin Bane. That is her name. Named after her father, Guthrie Goblin Bane, who was known as a fierce warrior in the Great War. He led a small force of warriors against the Goblin contingent in the last war and laid waste to the entire race of Goblin.
Well, yeah, like, and I look at matches, and I look back, and I look at matches, and I'm like, surely it was the entire race of goblins.
Well,
Yes.
the ones that were fighting in the war, at least.
Uh-huh.
So this moron gobbles vines. Where can we find her?
Right this way. Follow us, please. And this contingent of guard starts turning and walking away.
At least I wouldn't be idiot enough to build my city inside an active volcano.
Oh, this volcano's not active. This volcano hasn't been active in years.
Where's all that smoke and sulfur sewage smell coming from?
Oh. You
They
think
had
that is
cabbage
the...
last night?
Yeah. We had a big bowl of cabbage porridge. I think it
Forages,
best
maybe?
if a Morana tells you what gives you the answers to your questions, please. But our city has been here for over 400 years. We've lived here and never even such the rumble of this mountain has happened.
Uh-huh.
And he leads you through this very robust city. It's quite large. Tons of dwarves here. You don't really see any other races, however. As is pretty typical for dwarves. They tend to stick to themselves. You are getting a lot of strange looks as you travel through the town with the guard. There are 3 in front of you and 3 behind you, just kind of guiding you down the street. Takes you in.
I'm
Go
paying
ahead.
very close attention to them.
To the guard.
Yeah, just their movements and everything else.
Yep. They don't look aggressive at all. They just look like they're
No,
on escort. So
that's not why.
okay. He leads you into the gates of what apparently is the palace. It is carved right into the side of the wall of the mountain crater. This beautiful stonework and ironwork. It's almost woven like vines, the gates are, and it's white, pure white alabaster stone that has been chiseled out and polished. It shines actually where everything else is kind of dingy and shadowed. This stone shines. Leads you into an immaculate palace, winding its way through. You probably couldn't find your way here on your own if you had to. Like, this seems to be quite the labyrinth. Eventually bringing you to a chamber, and says, wait here, we will let Madam Goblin Bane know that you are here. And he goes in, and you can hear the conversation as the door doesn't close all the way. And she says, fine, send them in. And he opens the door, says, Miss Morano will see you now, please right this way. And as you walk in, Morana is a stout dwarf, obviously long in her life, and her beard hangs down almost to her knees. In fact, it's braided into 3 strands. An old, worn hammer hangs on her side. It is metal and worn, but looks to be in fairly good condition. And she greets you fondly. Welcome, travelers. Understand that there are some things occurring in the world that we're being asked to rise up.
Yeah, pretty much. If you don't feel like fighting, go to Karnagatha, or otherwise take up arms. The Order of the Thicket Grove, they all need to die. That about sums it up, I think.
Yeah, and you're on a hit list.
Yes, you personally are on a hit list.
Figured as much, yeah. So no pleasantries, just straight to it, huh? I like the way you work. No time for the dilly-dallying about. You're straight to the point. So I too shall be. I would love to lead my army once again in battle, but I cannot leave my home. My daughter has fallen ill, and those in her nearest capacity are also getting ill. We've had a sickness fall upon our people as of late.
Mm-hmm.
Even the best clerics and doctors have not been able to cure what it is, and I fear that if I go off and leave the city unattended, the Order of the Sacred Grove could strike while it's vulnerable, my daughter being, ill and unable to take over the duties of the throne while I'm gone. So, just don't know what to do next.
Wait, this sickness is contagious?
It would appear. We have her isolated, though. No worries. You are not in danger.
How long ago did this sickness begin?
Began a month or so ago. Yes, she was out on a trip that she does quite often. Just goes out hunting or scavenging, and as young dwarves like to explore the mountainside. She came back, and a few days later, she began feeling ill, and then a few days after that, all the hair on her body fell out. Yes. Quite the disgrace for a dwarf. She has not been able... I've not allowed her to leave her room, or anyone other than the caretakers to see her that way would bring shame upon the Goblin Bane family, and we cannot have that. She's also lost a ton of weight. She can't gain weight. We fed her and fed her and fed her. She eats everything possible, but she will not gain a pound.
Where did she go?
We don't know exactly. She ventured off the mountain down into the valley where there's a small forest. We think she may have gotten bitten.
Could she show us where she went, if there was a way to make the people think she's leaving as her normal self?
She's far too frail to travel. And she barely has bouts of consciousness. Unfortunately, she's
Can we speak to her? We need it. If you want to know what's wrong with her, maybe we should find out where she went and see what's there.
Yes. There's a chance she's it's almost time that we take her meals to her, so perhaps we can see if she has enough energy to talk, but I hear that once that's ready, I'll let you know. But I heard that you have some questions for me about our city and whatnot. You were asking the guards on your way in?
Oh yeah, like how is this volcano not active? It certainly appears to be active, but it doesn't erupt, it doesn't rumble, it doesn't do anything. How are you
Yes.
accomplishing that?
This volcano's been dormant for centuries, a gift from our gods. Has laid us into this bosom of bountiful land and heat and fire. She kind of looks around. She says, in fact, it's where all dwarven weapons are crafted now. We use the fire of the earth to tend our forge. We imbue all dwarven weapons with the energy of the earth now.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to see it?
I mean, yeah.
Absolutely.
Can you make round bullets?
We can make anything. We're dwarves. If it's metal, we can make it. After dinner, I'll arrange a tour for us to go down and take a look at the forge. I do believe you'll be quite impressed. Is there anything more that you need?
Is there anything we need for the ship matches?
Oh, yes, your ship. Yes. Oh.
Mm.
What a
Sorry if we
marvelous...
scared you.
We haven't seen one of those in... Well, I've never seen one. My father talked about them after the Great War, of course, and to see one is quite impressive. We thought perhaps you were the Order of the Sacred Grove. You found it.
No, we found that. Yeah, we found it. It was buried underground. We found it.
You found it. Mercy.
Yes.
Wow. And it.
I didn't think it was a very good idea to take it, but everybody else was like, "Yeah, but it's big and it flies," and I was like, "Whatever." But here we go.
Well, I think it's a grand strategical advantage over the Order of the Sacred Grove.
Exactly.
It has proven its worth in battle. Let's just say that.
Vale, are we going to mention our riders which wanted to come here for protection instead of going to the other town?
I mean, yeah, we've got the muddy foot people that live over there in the swamp.
Halflings.
Yeah, the halflings.
The ugly ones, yes. We've heard of
Well,
them.
we've got some of them have agreed to stay on as our crew, so they're on the ship now.
Yes. That's fine.
Probably want to eat.
They might be hungry.
I'd imagine that you all need to feed your crew. We can arrange for that. We do not have lodgings, however. I apologize. I
can sleep anywhere.
We typically don't take in guests.
I can sleep anywhere.
Does food include ale?
Dwarven stout.
Yes. Does food include anything other than ale? That is the proper question. Shall we? And everybody roll an insight for real quick, too. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think the better question would be how much food is going to come with all of the ale that you're about to give us. Insight. Ooh.
Bronze, I was like, ale.
Why am I rolling it's 17. I mean,
Yeah, I'm not sure why y'all are rolling it. Advantage.
I'm going to fix that.
Wait, are we all rolling?
If you want to.
I was rolling it.
Yeah.
I was rolling at disadvantage, so
Odd.
normal.
Everybody except Brata, you find it odd that she went from talking about how sick and frail her daughter is to how just terrible that situation is to now, let's give you a tour of the forge and let's feed you, and you think that's weird, right?
I mean, dwarves are weird. Look at them.
They are weird. They're short and hairy.
Yeah.
All right. I just gotta find my bookmark. Excuse me. She leads you through the palace a bit more to what appears to be her own private tavern inside the palace.
Mhm.
There are a few palace guard there, a few other noble folk, noble dwarves, and she sits down and calls the bartender over. Ah, Frag, great to see you again. A round for me and my new friends here from Karnangather. These are the... I'm sorry, what's your group's name again?
Federal Express.
The Federal Express Group. Yes. It's an interesting name for a war party, but you know what? Whatever. So, yes.
We're not
please.
really a war
That's-
party.
That's from when we were delivering things, and it just kind of stuck. Does a war
Yeah.
party need a better name than that?
Yes.
And also, does anybody really need to know that we are in fact a war party? Wouldn't it be more of a strategic advantage if they didn't think we were?
Not necessarily.
You-
Go ahead, Tooks.
You have a is somebody going to go bring food to your daughter? Maybe me and Matches can go check on her and see if we can get some information while you guys talk about war
Tux.
and everything.
Tux, she's diseased. Do you really want to go in there?
Yes.
She said it was contagious.
She said it wasn't contagious.
No, I remember she said it was, but she was quarantined.
Or you don't think it is. It'll be okay. You and your little wandy things can see how she's doing.
I suppose.
You're not scared of getting sick, are you?
Well, yes.
I mean, if you lose a little bit of your green skin tone, what is it going to hurt?
I just don't like the idea of walking around diseased. I mean, her own mother doesn't want to show her to the public.
That's for a whole different reason.
Yeah.
That's because she's a dwarf and she doesn't have any hair.
Dwarves are weird.
Yeah, dwarves are weird.
I think I saw a cat like that once. Yes, I'll definitely need to see what that looks like. Let's go.
Hairless dwarf? Of
Mhm.
course. So, you
a
two
new breed.
I've got to take notes.
Yes. Fine. Go
Hairless
ahead if you
dwarf.
must. Go right ahead if you must. I'm not sure that you'll get much out of her as she comes and goes, but you go right ahead and speak to her.
Was
if you
there
think
any?
You need to.
Did everybody which went with her get sick, or did she go alone?
Well, she went alone, and then when she came back, those close to her started getting ill, a couple of days at a time, and then more and more, and it spread. But it seemed to only be those that were close to her on a daily basis.
And you weren't close to her on a daily basis, Mom?
Yeah, I mean, of course, I'm her mother, but I didn't spend a lot of my duties here. They really take up a lot of my time, and we would see each other for meals and but she's a big girl. She's near 100
Or
now,
she was
so
a big girl.
yeah. Well, she was near 100 now, so she's So if you all would like to go on, I just say just use caution, perhaps. Protect yourselves, and I'll stay here with your friends and tell them the stories. Give you a little more information about our home. And she starts talking to you all and basically just turns her back to Vale and Tooks. A couple of the guard come in. She has apparently summoned them to take you to her daughter. So they will take the
You mean
two
Matches?
or Matches, yes.
You mean Matches, yeah.
Matches
Okay.
and
Yeah.
Tooks. Sorry. Matches and Tooks.
No worries.
So Matches and Tooks,
Dwarf.
you all are escorted away, and Brata and Vale are left with Morana Goblinbane, who tells you all about the trick of the clouds, how the mining and smelting exhausts through old lava shafts, giving the appearance of an active volcano like you saw in the dangerous area, keeps people from approaching and keeps them away. It's a perfect protective situation. Of course, the occasional adventurer will come along to investigate, thinking there's a dragon or something here. Dragons, yeah, great. They don't even exist anymore. But they only find the peaceful tribe of dwarves, unless we're provoked. We remain peaceful. The city has several layers, countless mine shafts, though. Don't go wandering around the mines alone. Let me tell you while you're here. If you want to go somewhere, please take the guard with you so you don't get lost. It is an active mining operation, and we don't want anything to happen to anyone just who doesn't know their way around here.
Insight check.
Sure.
11.
Yeah, you're pretty sure she's on the up and up with that. You're like, yeah, sounds legit to me. Oh yeah, Neris is with you all too, I guess. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. You can't leave Brata's side now.
No, they're glued at the hips.
They're stuck at the pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Front pockets to back pockets.
Yeah, Brata's more interested in this ale that has just materialized.
Yes, you're finding the bottom.
He's not even
the...
listening. Just like, oh, yep, there we go.
And deep
Somewhere in here is the bottom of this tankard. I'm gonna find it.
the bottom of the freaking keg. Deep in the volcano, the heart of the mine, sits the forge of the dwarves, along with the hammer.
Ah, yes, the hammer.
Because you can't forge without a hammer. So the hammer
No,
and
you
the
cannot.
forge work together. You can't have one without the other. And that is where we forge all of the great weapons that we have stockpiled for, knowing that a war would break out eventually.
So we have these artifacts that we're supposed to melt down into one thing and create a great weapon out of it. So I guess that is the axe. We have to take that and mix it with our other things so that we can make a thing to fight the Order of the Sacred Grove.
Yes.
Some dude named Gooseberry, I think. I don't know.
Gooseberry. Huh. Gooseberry. You know...
It could have been
Leader at
boysenberry, but
Casto?
Oh, from Casto. Yes, the home of the Order of the Sacred Grove. Yes. Casto, the city of eternal glory. She gets a little snootiness in her voice when she says that. And she says, but why must you use the forge and the axe and the hammer? What are these artifacts you have? You say they're to be forged into one? How does that work?
Yeah, I don't know.
You're the dwarves. You're the ones that forge things. We don't know how forges work.
We were just told by this great old wizard that they were supposed to all be melted down and turned into one artifact.
Huh. We'll have to look at that.
And she told us that this was the place to do that.
Definitely we'll have to take a look at those and see what exactly it is that needs doing. In the meantime, though, it is getting long in the night. We'll stay here and eat and wait for your friends to return. Any questions you have, I have no problems answering them. You look like great warriors indeed, however. Perhaps you could even teach me a thing or two about the way of the world now, as it's been quite a while since I've been out.
I'm not really a warrior. I can fend for myself, but I'm not really a warrior. I'm an entrepreneur.
Oh yeah, I would love to
You're
spend
a
some
what?
time sparring. I don't know. He's. I think it means he's a weird cat.
I'm a businessman.
I think he's talking about being a weird cat.
He says words.
Ah, yes.
Commerce. Commerce is where it's at.
Is that what you're calling?
He who controls the money controls the world.
Perhaps. Maybe that's Gooseberry's entire plan.
Commerce.
He
Is that
who
what you're
has
calling your tail
He
now?
who has the biggest gun controls the money.
You're not even here.
And
I'm there in spirit.
but you hear Match's voice in the back of your head. Matches, Matches and Tooks. You're led through the complex of the fortress, twisting, turning, up and down flights of stairs, through tunnels, and eventually to what appears to be a residential area of the palace. There are long carpets and corridors, doors that line the walls. 2 guards stand with halberds at the entrance to one room, and as you approach the guards that's kind of leading you there, he says they're here to see Mariel. He says, really? They're gonna go in there?
I knew it. I knew it.
Do they know? You know,
Oh.
right? She's sick. You know that, right? And
Oh, I most certainly know.
we are under strict orders not to let anyone in there, as they might come down with whatever illness that she is spreading amongst our people. I think she needs to be killed. It's the only way to protect our kind. And the other guard's like, you could be killed just for saying that. Keep your mouth shut. Keep your opinions to yourself. And he says, come on, I'll take you in myself. I'm not afraid of this little girl.
I mean, maybe your guard's just jealous that he hasn't lost all of his hair.
Maybe. And you go in. As the door opens, you see that there are some staff in there, and they're all wearing basically a hazmat suit of the times, right? It's a full gown, a full face covering, cloth gloves over everything.
We need some of those.
We're not sure that the illness affects non-dwarves. Seems to... Well, you're really the first non-dwarves that have been here to see, so...
Oh, God.
You're
just
welcome
became-
to them, but I don't know that they fit you. Here. And he grabs a couple of robes. He says, you can, by all means, try them on if you'd like.
All right.
What? Just
All
looking
right.
at him. What do you know of the sickness? Have you heard where she went?
All we know is she went into the forest at the base of the mountains and came back a few days later. She began to lose her hair and lose weight, and now this is what you see. And laying in the bed is Mariel Goblinbane. She is frail, emaciated, pale, hairless from head to toe. It doesn't even look like a dwarf, really, at this point. Looks just deadly, like she's on death's door almost. She does stir a bit as you come in, get dressed, and how close do you want to get?
I'm
I'll wa-
stopping at the door.
I'll walk over there because I want to talk to her and see where she was. I want to find out what's going on.
The whole time that he's talking to her, I'm using my little cantrip cleaner spheres to float around him and like constantly spray him off and like wipe him down and
Make sure that he's disinfected. Right on. Right on. So yeah, it takes a minute to get used to those fluttering about you. At first, you're like swatting at them, but eventually you get used to them. What you approach?
just go with it. Go with it, Tux. Go with it.
Yeah.
And
Trust me.
If she's halfway with it, I'm just going to try to talk to her and find out exactly where she went and what
Yes.
started this.
she's up and eating. Sure. She greets you. She doesn't really say anything, but she does acknowledge that you're there. Kind of nods her head, and she's trying to eat some soup. It looks like some kind of a broth. She says, "Yes. Can I help you? You're not one of my staff,
No.
are you?"
Mm-mm.
Now,
Would you prefer me to look like one of your staff? Would that make you more comfortable?
No, just here to try something new. I'm sure won't help.
No. I just want to know how this started.
Don't
Maybe
we
we
all?
if we know where you were, maybe we can find out what happened. What did you encounter in the woods which started this?
I've told everyone this so many times. I went down to the woods. I made the typical trip. I did the same things I always do. I left an offering in the forest, and I came home, and now this has happened to me. I've done this so many times, and never have I gotten sick before.
Did you leave offerings to in the woods?
To my, to the gods, of course. And she kind of looks around to see if anyone else is in the room. The other staff has pretty much left. You know, to the gods, so that I can use my abilities stronger and stronger every year.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so this is some form of divinity then?
And
Yep, you are.
She looks around. Shh. What do you know of that?
Well, I'm assuming if you leave offerings and you get some form of power from some form of thing from up beyond, then this is some kind of quid pro quo kind of divinity thing.
Oh, it hurts. Oh, this hurts so bad. Oh,
Who were?
oh.
Which divine were you leaving things for?
Well, that's the strange part. It's not anyone you've probably heard of before. Oh, every time I talk about it, it hurts more. It's almost like they have the power to cause me pain when I talk about it. And
Could they happen to be connected to the Order of the Sacred Grove?
I don't know who that is. And she mutters something. You recognize it as a spell. And for a moment, both of you are kind of shocked, as you know that dwarves don't believe in, like, conjuring magic, right? Dwarves don't do magic unless it's in their weapons, right? And typically they even get the elves to do that for them. So to hear a dwarf trying to cast a spell is a bit odd.
Can I like make an arcane to see what spell?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can both roll arcane or that arcane would probably do it for you. Arcana, both of you recognize the spell immediately. It's a simple illusion spell that she's trying to cast. They're listening, and she throws her hands up.
As she closes her eyes, I'm going to change myself to look just like her mother. So when she opens her eyes up, her mother is standing there.
Okay. And you can see she's trying to concentrate on the spell that she's trying to cast, and she throws her hand up, and you can see for a moment, she hasn't looked at you yet, she's looking at the spell, and you can see a forest, and it looks as though from where she's standing, it's from her viewpoint, and there's like a half ring of something on the ground, and you see her bend down, set something, and step back, and there is a silver strand of metal, kind of twisted and woven, that she sets in the center of what looks like some kind of a circle, and she steps back, and
Druid?
a couple of minutes goes by, and it just dissipates, and then she turns around and walks away, and you can see the mountain in the distance. So it's not far. She says, they're listening. I can't tell you, but I can show you. They can't hear me when I use this.
Are you a druid, daughter?
No.
What are you,
I'm
daughter?
just a simple magician. I just wanted the power of magic. I swear, that's all. Oh, I've done a terrible thing, however. Terrible thing indeed.
So let me guess, you were trying to contact some otherworldly entity and make a deal to give you power.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, yeah.
I mean, the thought has crossed my mind a few times as well, so I can't
Oh.
blame you.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. They will retaliate if you cross them.
Who are they?
This is my own fault.
What did you do? Why are they retaliating?
I tricked them. I used my magic against them, and now they're fighting me. They're fighting back. They've bestowed a curse upon me, and anyone in which I use, who's not protected, in which I use magic around, that could become infected by the curse as well. And
You just use magic around us.
I had to. It's worse.
No, you didn't.
No one else. None of the doctors. None of the clerics have gotten sick. Only the dwarves that tend to me, and the ones that tried to get me to tell them where I went and what happened. They're the only ones that have gotten sick. I don't think it affects non-dwarves.
If you return there, will this stop?
I have to give them something greater than.
Who are they?
They live beyond the veil. They're the light. They're the ones with magic. The ones that magic comes from.
They have
The-
a name?
the
Court
Fae?
of the Summer. Yes.
The Fae?
Yes.
You
The Court of
tricked-
the Summer. Yes.
You tricked the Fae.
I tried to. I should have known better. It was a stupid mistake. And she starts fading a little bit. You can see her strength is dissipating.
I just look at Matches and go, we have to get her back there.
We've got to get out of this room.
Matches,
She just
look
sees-
at me. What do you see?
I see someone who's not concerned with the fact that the person who just used magic in front of us said every time she uses magic, people around her get infected.
Who do I look like?
You look like her mother. How is that supposed to protect you?
So how are we going to get her out of here?
And she looks.
I
how-
understand what you're saying. I'm just trying to figure out why we would want to do it.
How are you doing that? It's a marvelous. But how?
It's natural. And I go back to my normal look.
That's impressive. One day I'll be able to do that, I hope.
Just
No.
don't do it around us.
She says, I don't
Matches.
think you have anything to worry about.
Do you or who is it? You or Vale which has the teleport about things? Is that a wand or I don't remember.
No, it's Veil.
It's a scroll, and Vale has it.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what? Let me see if I want to see if I can I want to use detect magic on her. Pull out my wand, like see if I can see if there is a magical illness about her or something.
Ah, okay.
From over here.
Yes, in fact, there is a blackness aura around her, a magical glow, if you will, but it's a black glow like a necromancy magic.
Oh yeah, she's got something on her, all right.
And it's fading a little bit, like perhaps it only hits her when she uses magic. With that 20 on your arcana, and then seeing that this spell is necromantic, I'll give you that it looks like it's fading, and you think that perhaps it spikes when she uses her magic.
Yeah, she has the magic of death about her, and it appears to get stronger whenever she uses magic. So now,
How do we-
I would use the wand on him and me to see if we have this magic on us now.
You do not.
Okay.
Whew.
You do not. She She beckons you both very close. She asks you to come close.
You must be kidding.
Come
Tux,
on.
Do you go in, Tux?
Come on. Yeah, I go
Okay.
in and I just look at Matches. Come on. You can see we're not getting hurt.
Tux
We're
goes
fine.
in, Matches tentatively
I tippy toe in.
tippy toes in right on. She says,
Standing behind to us.
the
Looking
cure,
at like
the cure is the forge. A piece of the forge is all they want. A piece of the forge, and I'll have all the power I ever need. But they want a piece of the forge.
what are you?
And she
going to do
gasps
with that
and passes out.
Let's go back and talk with the others.
Yes, let's get out of this room.
Oh, I'm not worried about this room. That's a curse. A magical curse. But she's cursed.
All right. Meanwhile, back in the tavern, the Palace Tavern, Vale and Brata have had quite the history lesson of the dwarves of Strana Fells, learning pretty much everything as Morana Goblinbane has just steadily been drinking and eating and telling you stories of the dwarves. So you know more about the dwarves of Strana Fells than you really cared to, and you're starting to get a bit concerned. Your friends have been gone for a while.
You think they ought to have been back by now, Brata?
What?
Okay.
Oh, wait, yeah, I guess, what? We're talking about Matches and Tux, right?
Yeah. How many of those have you had? 12, 13?
They're about, yeah. No,
Okay.
you're right. They, if I've had 12 or 13, then it has been a long time. You think we ought to look for them?
And Neris is a little, wait, were you talking to me?
Oh, no. No, I don't think you two should go looking for them. I don't think that's a good idea. I think you two should stay right where you are. And maybe have another one? Maybe?
Bill, you're my buddy, aren't you?
Of course I am.
And then I'll smack him on the back, and then I'll pet his fur a little bit. You know you're kind of soft, right?
God, she's that drunk. You're my buddy,
What?
right?
Yeah. I try to take good care of my fur. Yeah.
And about that time, Matches and Tux come back in, and you see Brata smacking Vale in the back, like as if he were choking. Like
And
she's
then
hitting him
petting
that
his
hard,
fur.
petting his
I
fur.
cough up a fur ball.
Interesting. She.
And Morana says, "Oh, your friends have returned. It is getting late. I thank you for your company. Please, when you're ready to return to your ship, just find one of the guard. They'll escort you through the city, but I will be turning in. If you need anything, you can find me tomorrow."
I want to walk behind Mom and go, do we know anything about magic around here? Or anybody trying magic? Just softly, just a word. Only she can hear it, not her guards or anybody.
She looks at you and she says, "The only magic here is in the forge. It's given to us by the gods. We do not use or have a need for other forms of magic."
Okay.
And you can tell there's a little bit of disdain in her voice towards you at the mere implication that someone may use magic in her city. She bids you all good night and heads off kind of the same direction y'all just came from.
But we know where she went, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you pretty much would
Okay.
know about where she went.
And we saw
that-
the illusion.
Oh, you're talking about the daughter. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You saw the illusion. You know the area, like, because you saw the mountain in the background when she turned around to leave the forest.
I was just trying to see if I believed what her mom was saying. Like, I'm trying to figure out if her mom knows what's going on.
Oh.
But
There's something sus about her.
You're really conflicted about that. You're not sure.
mm-hmm.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Yep. Yep.
So what do y'all do? I guess you relay. Do you want to talk here? Do you want to talk back at the ship?
I say we go back to the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
I kind of look at Vale when we get back. Yeah, they don't use magic here. The daughter's trying to learn all she can. And I believe she was cursed by the Fae because of it, because she didn't give them what they wanted. Or cursed
What
by
do they
somebody. A piece of the forge.
Yes.
Okay, let's steal a piece of the forge and give it to him.
We
Why?
know where she went. She showed us
Oh,
in an
Real quick.
illusion.
Are you having this conversation in the tavern or
No.
is this
No,
back in
no.
the-
No, no.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ship.
we're in the
Ship.
ship now.
Okay, I want to make sure I have the setting correct. So
And I would like to make a point of like setting up like a guard rotation around the ship.
we got plenty of mud feet to do that.
Yeah.
yes, you do.
We'll
Keep watch.
we'll pair a halfling with a gith, and they'll take
They'll
shifts.
be friends. Yes.
One of each. Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna love it. Both of them are gonna
Well,
love it. Like,
the
"Ooh, what
halfling
the
can
fuck?"
ride on the halfling can ride on the gifts back and like, who run body town?
I'm pretty sure the gith are not gonna go for that, but you know.
Hey, Gina. Nice to see you in the stream. Thanks for popping in tonight. Glad you could be here. And everyone else who's in the chat, just take a moment to say hello. And
Well,
you all make it back to the ship as wandering through the city. Now that the Dwarven city, it's night. It's laid down quite fairly quietly. There's still a few tinkerers up and about, but you make it back to the ship. Down in the hold, you gather around in the meeting room that you have kind of made up outside of where the Ooblex used to be, the navigation control room.
Uh-huh.
we need a big table with chairs with our initials on each chair.
I agree.
Boardroom goals. I mean, hey.
I agree.
So, well, maybe we can make that happen.
So yes, we found out a lot. I suppose you were more involved with that conversation. So
So she was going to the woods to leave her offerings. And how many dwarves do you know which can do illusion spells to show you where they've been?
Well, that seems pretty weird.
She wanted more knowledge. She wanted all the knowledge she could get. So she made a deal with somebody there.
let's not forget that we now know the nature of this plague that's going on. She is the root of it, her curse. Anytime she uses magic around people,
It spreads among non-medical or like the people taking care of her and stuff like that. Her immediate servants, it spreads to, but not the clerics and stuff like that. So it seems more curse than magic.
So,
Y'all
Does
didn't bring
anybody
it back,
else-
did you?
does anybody else find it incredibly weird that Mom is not affected by this at all?
She didn't seem very worried.
No. Also, I kind of picked up on what you were asking her there, Tukes.
I think she knows.
Nobody
exactly
uses
what-
magic.
Yeah.
Either
Only
she's
magic
in,
here is in the forge.
Either she's in denial or she's lying.
yes.
I think she's lying.
Of course you do. You think everyone lied.
Everybody does lie.
This is not a lie.
I don't know. It's impossible to tell.
See what I did there?
Everybody lies.
That is not a lie.
In some form or another.
All right. What else?
Well, I mean, is there ever really good motivation behind someone who goes out to seek ultimate power?
I kind of look at Matches.
Pot, kettle?
Insight check.
On Matches. Of course you would do that.
10.
He looks
Sometime
like
maybe
Matches.
good. Sometime maybe shit. You're like, yes, maybe.
Well,
Yes,
I mean,
yes. But I'm the
the
evil
only
that
way-
you know that you can
Yeah.
trust.
Yeah. I mean, the only way we are going to get Mom to do what she's supposed to do is to do something about the daughter. So either get the daughter the power she wants, or remove magic from her in all forms somehow.
Oh no, the only way to lift a curse is typically to give whoever placed the curse what they want so they lift it.
That brings us back to let's steal a piece of the forge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we really want another person wandering around with ultimate power?
Yeah.
Well, you can't be the only one.
As I say, you could trust me, Vale.
Sure, we can.
I would have all of our best interests involved.
Yeah, whatever. Ultimate
Sure,
power,
we can.
ultimate schmower. It'll be fine. Matches, it'll be fine. You worry too much.
Power in any one hand is not good, including Matches.
What? You have such a horrible
Are-
impression of me.
Are
for
we
some
not
reason.
fighting against a group which
no,
wants
no.
power, and we've seen what it does? Why would you want that?
He's a megalomaniac? Wait, no. Brata
Yes.
wouldn't know that nerd
Bratha
word.
wouldn't know that word. Yeah.
Well, I suppose
Um,
it wouldn't hurt just to check into it, to see how that whole thing works.
So you said you guys
Just
got
in
a
case.
you guys got a glimpse of, like, she showed you where she was.
Mm-hmm. In the forest below the mountain.
Let's go check that out in the morning, like first light. Let's head out there so that we can see what's there. I still don't trust Mom. I know Mom is signatory to the agreement. She's an ally, but I don't trust her.
Is it the daughter which is under the curse, or is it the mother?
Let's see if Vale thinks this.
What if the mother is the one that placed the curse on the daughter?
Brata, that thought had crossed my mind.
For not following tradition.
What if they're twins?
I don't think that's no.
Sorry,
That
that was
I mean-
from somewhere else.
The daughter did think it was funny that I changed it into her mom, though. That was kind of funny.
It's kind of disconcerting.
You're-
Oh, come
you're
on,
disconcerting.
Matches. As I tapping his shoulder, I turn into him, just grin at him.
He's doing it again, isn't he? I'm not looking.
That is spot on. You look just like him.
I'm not
If you ever
looking.
But it's so
do
much
that,
fun.
if you ever pose as me, I'll slit your throat.
I think we need to
Meow.
institute safe words.
Well, I mean, should we apply proper context to that? What if him looking like you would benefit you?
Oh, well, then absolutely, he's got my permission.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh boy.
It has to be my suggestion. Let's put it that way.
This took a turn.
What if you're unconscious and you can't make that suggestion?
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
What if? What if.
What? I can't give you all your dreams.
I'm going to bed now. We'll meet in the morning and we'll head to where this daughter went to do the thing that she did that got her cursed.
I don't like this, but so be it.
Did you all call it a night?
Vale
Yeah.
is definitely calling it a night.
I definitely
Yes.
need to sleep because I had to drive the boat here while they slept.
I took a nap. I took a cat nap.
Neris and Brata are they bunking again?
Yup.
Okay.
That's gonna be a thing
That's
now.
going to be a thing now. Neris is starting to move some of his belongings into Brata's bunk area as well.
Has he moved in his toothbrush yet? That's when it's
not
official.
yet. Does Neris brush his teeth? I mean, he's
Hey,
Does
kind
Neris
of
have any teeth?
Is
he's
it cool if I
ancient.
put my PlayStation here?
Do you think I could have like half of the sock drawer?
Hey, can you give me your Netflix password? That's when you know it's real.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So,
Or when he sits down and starts sharpening her weapon.
What is this Netflix you speak
Yeah.
of?
Yeah.
right?
Neris, I need you to sharpen this blade for me.
That's code for
Is that
something.
a-
I know
I was
it's.
gonna say, is that a euphemism for something else? No. No, I literally I need you to sharpen my blade.
Oh, excuse me.
Uh-huh.
Pardon.
All right. Anyway,
My
Vale's going to
apologies.
bed.
Vale's going to bed. Everybody else going to bed as well. I take it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Getting your long rest in, and getting up the next morning in the Dwarven town. You awaken to the sound of, if I can find the sound of. Where are you, Dwarven town? There you are. A vibrant and lively Dwarven city that has come to life well before the dawn has cracked the rim of the mountain. Might be a bit much. I'll take that
These
down
dwarves
just a
are
touch.
too ambitious. It's too early for this garbage.
In fact, that's what you wake up to, is the clanging of anvils and hammers and
I need some coffee.
All right. Who? Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say who's going. I was gonna ask the same question you were. Who's going where?
Yeah, I was like, who's in to trek down to the bottom of the mountain here?
Yeah, sure thing. I'm
Like,
Do we
Let's
want
do
to
it.
walk, or do we want to fly?
Do we want? Well, question is, do we all want to go, or do we want to keep eye on Mom?
I don't think we have
Oh.
anything to worry about with Mom right now. I think as long as Mom can control access
Or-
to the daughter, I think Mom is content.
Okay. What about checking on the forge?
I mean, we're supposed to have a tour to the forge later, so
Okay.
Are you gonna steal
That's-
a piece of the forge then, Vale?
I mean, I don't like to verbalize any plans that I have until it's time. So
I think that's a yes.
That's because he doesn't make plans. He just does whatever he feels like.
the best plans are no plans.
Sure.
Spontaneity,
Spontaneity.
is where it's at.
eh? So yes, are you walking or flying?
I mean, it's
How long
right-
will it take us to walk to the bottom of the mountain?
Half a day
So we're looking at a full day being gone.
there and back. Yeah. It's this pretty difficult terrain. It's a mountain,
Can
an old volcanic mountain at that.
can,
So
ma-
that's-
can matches get us to the treetops or whatever, into the general area where we think we need to go?
I mean,
Do we care if
Sure.
they see us going?
no,
Okay. Then yeah, fly.
I don't care.
Yeah. I think Mom knew what we were going to do after we talked to her daughter. I was pretty point forward with trying to find out where her daughter had been.
Yep. Yeah, let's fly down there. Let's get as close as we can get. If there's a place to set down, we'll set down. Otherwise, just keep it above the tree line.
Yes. All right.
All right.
Flying the boat. Flying the boat. We need boat flying sounds.
I know. You're flying the airship down. Y'all are changing faster than I can keep
Oh,
up.
ours sounds like TIE fighters, man. Like a whole, like.
Well, I have a great if I can find it here. As y'all take off. You take off from the Dwarven city, flying down the mountain in a majestic manner. Matches high up on top of his custom-built helm stairs, directing the sails.
I need a hat. I need a captain's hat. A big admiral hat. That's what I need.
You need a tri-corner?
Yes.
Yeah, you need a tri-corner. Y'all,
Ridiculously huge one.
we've created a monster. And down you come low across the tops of the trees. You see there's, in the distance, what looks like a river delta far off. You can see the coast from where you are. You come down into the trees, find a clearing, and you can land there in the clearing.
Is that where the wizards live on the coast? The wizards of the coast?
Yes.
Or maybe
yes.
that's just where they keep their swords.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Mm-hmm.
I
Thank you.
do. Sword Coast. I see what you did there. And the Wizards of the Coast. All right. So you bring it in to a clearing in the forest. Is that
Yes.
very well? Landing into the forest. You look back at the mountain before you land. You're like, yeah, this is about the same kind of profile. It wasn't that long ago she was here, so you kind of can judge the profile. You take it down and land. What are you gonna do from here?
So what did this place look like? Like I know you guys said you saw it. What did you see? Like what are we looking for?
A
Circle.
almost altar-like space. When she was
Yes.
first talking about it, I actually thought she may have been a druid from the look, but it was magic.
Yeah, but
magic instead.
But you also said that she was trying to get magic from, you thought, the Fae. So I mean that kind of fits, you know.
yeah,
Yes, I'm sure it'll look like something fairy-ish.
yeah.
All right.
So you're
All right.
saying that we'll know it when we see it.
Yes. Well, there was a big circle in the ground. And
Yeah.
We didn't see anything as we were flying down, right?
Or
Not particularly. Just this clearing. The area that they were talking about that you all saw was under tree cover. That's what gave you the indication that she was maybe a druid in some regard.
Who's good with wilderness stuff? Anybody? I.e., that would be survival.
Too bad
Like-
Clark's not with you anymore.
you mean
Yeah.
like walking?
I'm sort of okay at it.
I mean, I'm not, so you don't want me leading this expedition.
Oh, okay, I can lead. And then Brata just starts, like, tromping along.
All right.
Let's see.
They described to you the area well enough. You can go ahead and roll a survival.
I did.
And a
And it's
10.
glorious.
It's a glorious 10. Yes, indeed.
What is it with all the 10s we've been rolling?
I know.
Look
roll
at 'em all.
20. Reset your
Fucking
look,
roll 20.
If you go back to tonight, let's see. So far, there's been 1, 2, 3, 4. There's been 4 10s.
And
Wolf,
3 of
you're,
them were in a
you're
row.
not doing much better. No, I think it's this way. No, it's this way. No, it's
Yep.
this way. Y'all are back and
Yep.
forth with each other. Finally, Brata just starts stomping off in a direction, forcing everyone to follow her.
Yeah.
Does it seem like
Yeah.
she's going in the right direction?
Um,
How about, can I make a...
You can make a survival roll too. Yeah, you're walking kind of towards the mountain at this point.
All right, so I'm gonna start looking up at the clouds and then looking at the sky and looking at these trees and everything, and then I'm gonna start making calculations in my mind, and I'm going to use my flash of genius to add my intelligence modifier to this roll.
All right.
Hold on, wait a minute. Carry the 1 with the 5. The wind is blowing to the south. Yes, this looks about right. Let's see. I'm fairly certain it's this way.
The opposite direction of the Brata's walking.
No, wait. Yes. Carry on, Brata.
Vale scratching at a tree.
Wow. That's wow.
Oh,
Boy, y'all are lost in the woods.
Vale gets rained on and dies.
just keep
I
an
told
eye.
you didn't want me
just
to
keep
lead this
it-
expedition.
Just keep an eye where the boat is, so we don't get lost.
We don't have a boat.
The ship, the boat, whatever that flying
Eris
chunk of
didn't do any better.
us, whatever is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It looks like a boat.
it-
Just because it flies, it can still be a boat.
I mean, Brata, you look like you're the most confident out of all of us. I'm going to follow you.
Trump. I mean, like, I never stopped. I just kept walking.
Yep.
While y'all all stopped and started talking, I was still going.
Yes. Brata was wandering off into the forest, and you're all like, I guess we'd better go stay with Brata.
What do you think, Nary? Do you think she's on the right track?
I follow my leader. He rolled a 1. So, actually rolled a total of a 3, but it was a nat 1. So,
Yeah.
I follow my leader where she goes. And
Been following your leader a lot lately, haven't you?
yeah,
Trips and falls. Which way is up?
You kind of walk around, following what appears to be a game trail for a while. Maybe a couple of hours go by. Make another survival roll, Brata, and see if, as they've told you more of the story about what it looks like.
Slightly better.
Yeah, slightly better. You think the angles are starting to look right. Perhaps you'll run across something soon. And after another hour or so searching the forest,
I'm going to try to see if I can pick up on the magical energies.
okay.
Nope. That didn't help.
Nope, that didn't help any. You come into a very small clearing. It's only probably 10 feet across. It looks like this might actually just be a place where animals bed down. Like, at night they lay here. All the grass is flattened out.
No, I bet this is where they fornicate as well. Watch where you step. Ugh.
Might be rabbit sprinkles.
Oh boy. That's a reference to this morning's Jinkies game. For those of you who
Someone
joined us late.
emptied their fermentation sack all over the ground.
That's horrible.
It's gotta pass through twice.
Fuck me.
As you as you step into this small clearing, you don't really need to make any kind of checks or anything for this. As you see, the grass starts to move a little bit, and
That's not normal.
from the Luce, you're right, Diamond. I don't know why they're there you go. They're updating now. There you go. I just refreshed Roll20 on the stream side, so you guys can see the rolls now. It looks as though there might be something growing at a very rapid rate from beneath the crushed down grass, and up pop these large mushrooms out of the ground. So quickly, in fact, that it takes you all by startle at the size as they pop up out of the ground. They're large enough to sit on.
Don't eat those.
I don't like mushrooms.
The grass clears away from
They're
the
not
center,
normal.
leaving just a bare patch of dirt.
My rapier appears in my hand. My normal reaction.
Yes, my hand is hovering over my wand.
I just walked up and started like poking one of the mushrooms with my foot.
You shouldn't do that, Prata. What if it has spores? And you pop it open and it could get in everyone's lungs.
What's a spore?
It's how they make... Never mind.
That doesn't make any sense at all, Matches. Do you even know what you're talking about?
Of course, they make... That's how they make baby mushrooms. They spore. They... In the wind...
And I'm just like looking at you like puzzled. This doesn't make any sense at all to
Poke
Brata.
away. Poke away, my friend. Poke away.
And as you poke it with your foot, come on, thing.
Nudge.
I'm
nudge,
gonna
nudge.
actually change the map to something else. Do we have?
I knew it. We're gonna get killed by spores.
Yeah, we'll go to that map. Why not? It's close, and I know I'm recycling maps, but I don't care.
Yeah, I've seen this map before.
Me too.
I remember this map. It's where somebody stole our dogs.
Well,
Who've just
you
been
know,
sitting on the ship by themselves this entire time.
you really shouldn't leave your
they
dogs
got
out
mud
in
feet.
the wilderness like that. They were all tangled up and dying. I saved them.
They weren't dying.
Oh no, they were dying. They were screaming and begging for help.
Everyone's dying. All of the time.
Trying to draw a circle with squares. It's not really.
Circle gets the square.
That's kind of circle-ish.
It's roundy.
Circle-esque.
We can use our minds.
Little theater of the mind to qualify it out there.
Yeah.
Can stream see everything? They cannot. So let me do this. Oop. I said let me do this. Select all those. Oh, I'm doing it on the wrong screen. There we go. And you guys can drop yourselves inside of that circle area. And as you walk up, you poke one of them with your foot. You kind of touch it. And it bites back, hitting you with a 21 to your foot. And you take 8 necrotic damage. Your boot,
That's not normal.
your boot begins to rot off of your foot. The leather just rotting away. Your toes are starting to turn a little black.
No. No bueno.
And now you know what spores are.
It did not like that, Sam. I am. Do you want to go into initiative now? We will
No.
clear. And
Oh my god. I think for the first time I've got something higher than 9 in this game.
I'm
Nice.
last. Or close to it. As normal.
Vale, Neris, matches.
Bitch.
Yeah,
It's
that where it says Nearest, that should have been me. I don't know why I didn't have the right thing selected. Whatever, Nearest can have the 20. It's fine. I'll roll again.
Okay. You might get
Negatives?
better. Yes, negatives, because they have a very, very bad dexterity. What'd you get that time? A 12.
A 12.12,
Right on.
which
Vale
I'm supposed
will
to
be
get initiative. Or not initiative, advantage on initiative rolls. I thought it would roll twice. It doesn't?
No, it doesn't.
No,
It
you gotta
doesn't
roll
do
it
that.
twice.
You have to roll it twice.
Okay. That's better.
That's better.
Take the better of the two.
Yeah, 18.
Yep, it took it.
All right, let me sort descending. There it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Where's your other one? Oh, it took your other one out. Okay, fantastic.
Yep.
All right, cool. So Vale, you're first. You see this this mushroom basically bite Brata
Mm-hmm.
on the foot, and her boot
Yep.
begins to rot away. What do you do?
So was it this one right here?
yes.
Okay. Well, seeing that some fungus has attacked my best friend, I'm going to level my crossbow and take a shot at it.
All right.
13.
I hope they don't explode.
Where'd the character sheet go? There it is. 13 hits. A solid.
So that's
solid.
7 plus sneak attack damage because it's engaged with a fellow ally. So that's another 9.
Ooh, 7 and 9 is 16.
Yes.
Yes.
And bonus action. Whales from the grave. I can deal half of my sneak attack damage to another enemy within 30 feet. So the one that's right here behind Neris.
Okay.
I'm going to deal damage to that one for a total of 6.
Why are you only having 7th level sneak attack? I thought you were 8th level.
I don't get an extra die until 9th level.
Oh, okay.
I don't get my 5th die until
Derp. I'm
level
sorry.
9. No, you're fine.
All right. So that's 6 whales from the grave.
Mm-hmm. And then bonus action, I'm going to fire again at the one that attacked Brata.
Okay.
So 18 for 10 damage.
So 18 hits, 10 damage for a total of 26 on the one that attacked Brata, right?
Uh-huh.
Boom.
Yep.
Poof.
Nice.
As it explodes. Yes. Into a cloud of dust. That wails from the grave. Next. Vale, did you want to move at all? You are kind of between two of them.
Would you say that I am flanked by the two of them?
I would
They're
say
not
that.
directly across from each other, so I don't think that counts.
No, you're not flanked, but you're definitely got one within 5 feet of you. And the other one is almost.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try and that's going to be 2 opportunity attacks, but I think I want to try and get back over here next to Brata if I can.
All right. Cancel that. I'm going to use just one single attack for both times. An 8 and a 14.
8 misses. 14 is my armor class.
14 hits. All right. You take 3 necrotic damage. You feel the fur turns a ghostly white on your arm as you pass by it. One of its tendrils kind of shoots out from a mushroom and wraps a hold of your arm. Neris is... What is Neris going to do? Do you want me to control Neris for this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Neris, magic missile's the one right in front of him. 3 damage. I think he gets 2 of those at 8th level. Yeah. Whoa. There we go. Toot. All right. That's what Neris does. -3. All right. He's not going to go anywhere. Brata, it is your turn. Vale has vanquished the one in front of you. Um,
All right. I am going to go ahead and bonus action rage, and as part of the bonus action, how far is that? That's 5. As part of the bonus action, I can move half of my movement speed, so I will do that. Just jump over here as part of my rage action.
all right.
And then I am going to attack it with my on-hand weapon. Okay. I guess a 10 probably does not hit it.
A 10 does hit.
Oh, it does hit it. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then that is... well, where's the damage for it? Because that's the... Oh, it's there. Sorry. Slashing and rage and divine. It's divine fury that it's hitting it with.
Okay.
Does that make a difference?
No.
I'm using... Okay. All right. And then I get a second attack, which will be the on-hand again.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
Is-
Yep, that's definitely a hit. And another 16 damage will be enough to poof that one right away.
And then I'm going to go ahead and move up a little bit to this next
right.
one. So I'm ready when it's my next turn.
Alrighty. Matches.
Can I get? Well, I can get these two in a 15-foot cone, right?
From you, yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, 15-foot cone should cover that.
All right. I reach into my pouch and I pull out Cinder and throw him on the ground, little ball, and he transforms into a cannon, which is a flamethrower.
There's your cone. Right on.
Now they have to make deck saves versus my spell save DC.
Okay, it's not going to happen. Their dex is 1, so they're at a -5 for dex, so they're going to auto-fail that dex save.
What's the DC on it?
I mean, what's your DC?
15.
15?
I mean, they could roll a nat 20.
I mean-
and they could.
They could roll a nat 20, so why not? We'll make a dex save. Just if it was anything else, they could roll a nat 20. I don't think that's going to happen.
No. No.
No, I told you they're not going to save. And that does how much damage?
It does this.
Kablooey. 14, huh?
Yep.
All right.
And that's all I can do for now. Get him! Burn it with fire.
Burn it with fire.
Nice.
Talk about that in your mycelial network.
And are you moving or anything? Oh, that's enough to take that guy out.
Aw.
Sorry. Yep.
That's
Takes
okay.
that one out.
No, I'm not going to move.
Not going to move?
I'm protected by Neris and Brata and the cannon. I'm probably in a pretty safe space.
Okay, fair enough.
By Neris.
That's not Neris. It's Tukes, right?
That's Tukes.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
All right. That's not what I wanted. We'll use this one. Yeah. When you take that one out, well, we'll wait. We'll wait on that. Go ahead, Tukes.
I am going to attack the one right in front of me with my packed blade, and I get 2 attacks because of Thirsting Blade.
Right on. That's a hit. And that is also a hit. 8 and 2 is 10. All right. And anything else? Moving bonus actions.
Yeah. Well, I don't. It doesn't say which one that is, which way it is, but I can get 1 extra D8 of damage. Of
All right.
smiting it once per turn.
Yes, you can. With Eldritch Smite.
Slash R.
There's a little die up on the map. If you see the little
Oh.
die,
Yep.
that opens your die
And
roller.
just do that.
There
5.
you go. 5. 5 more. Cool. All right. 5 more force damage to him. When that happens, there is a rainbow of light that erupts right between the remaining 3 as this creature, in fact, Vale and Brata, it looks kind of familiar to you. You've seen these creatures before, actually.
Oh,
Yes, you saw them in Fruiton. They were guarding the gate holding lanterns. This one, too, holds a lantern, and it pops in and it's... Greetings! Why do you slay, kill, and murder our creatures?
because
They
it fit my
started it.
friend.
Your friend kicked it.
I nudged it.
It didn't like it. Why are you here? This is a sacred area.
Well, we're here because the one of the dwarves came down and was
Muta.
doing some stuff, and now is blighted with a curse. We're trying to figure out why.
You speak of Mariel.
Yes, that
Yes, yes. She knew the price. She signed the deal. She knew the price. There's nothing we can do.
Okay, that's fair.
What was the deal?
She wished the power of magic, and she wished it to come from us. So we made a deal. I believe that you all call them warlocks. They have like this pact that they make, right? Yes,
Yeah.
So she made a pact with us. She went back and tricked us on that pact. She signed a paper. It said that she would give us what we wanted. We'd give her what she wanted. End of story.
Why do you need what you want?
Why do you need what you want? That's kind of a presumptuous question, isn't it?
Because I'm all about myself, and if there's something that I want, I take it. So,
And a warlock's pact is not with a person or a creature. It is with a deity or a god,
this
or
little
whatever you want to call it.
Fae floats over, its wings buzzing very loudly, and it looks at you. Says, "Have you ever heard of a deathlock?"
No.
have I heard of a deathlock?
What's
I will
that?
Oh, a deathlock. That's what a warlock is when they... Thanks, Gina. I must have a raspy voice. Thank you, Gina. A deathlock is what you get when Mariel does what she did. She has made a pact with the Fae. A pact that can never be undone without unleashing all of the fury of the Fae upon her.
She's been cursed by the Fae deity.
It was her
basically.
choice. It was her choice.
But how can she give of something which is not hers to give?
She is a dwarf. It is hers. It belongs to all of them.
No,
Yes.
no. She is not queen, so it is not hers.
Oh, but she
She is
will
not.
be. She is heir to
Well,
the throne.
Then why don't you give her until she's queen to fulfill her end of the bargain?
It was her decision as to when she would bring it. She brought us a fake. She tried to trick us.
Well,
She brought us a chunk of metal that is meaningless to us. It gives us not what we need. We need to feed our powers as well. And a small piece of that magical forge would help the Fae feed its own kind. You think that your world is the only one with problems. We have wars brewing here as well. So,
Huh.
You have
can-
wars in the Feywild?
yes.
Tell
thought
us
you guys
about
were
that.
just like I thought you guys were just like hippie freaks that just got along with everybody.
Or try to trick everybody. She
that
pulled
too.
your own trick on yourself,
No,
and
see,
you're not
I
you're
am
not
from-
happy with it.
No. See. I am from the court of the summer. We are very good at keeping our word. Now, the other court, not so much. They will trick you and defy their word, but not us. Not at all. We keep our word.
Insight check.
you know, I gotta say, I'm siding
good.
with him. I'm siding with this face. She knew what she was doing.
Ooh.
She entered into that agreement.
I don't.
Do I believe that this Fae is telling the truth, that their side will keep their word?
About that, yes.
Okay.
Tooks and Matches, roll an Arcana. And Matches, you can roll with advantage because you've done a lot of studying. Nice.
Oh.
Both of you know, however, that a deathlock requires more than just a pact with a Fae. Typically, they're created through necromancy, and it
And the
takes
magic-
an undead that is driven to serve its patron from beyond the grave. It's not just somebody who makes a deal with the Fae, right? So perhaps they're overreaching just a little bit with what they're talking about.
Well, even so,
I
She
look
not
at him and I
only-
go, so who are you working with? Because you wouldn't be able to do a deathlock on your own.
You ask a lot of questions. Why do you need to know the answers to these? Just are you going to give us the forge or not?
It's not mine to give.
It's kinda-
Shall I speak
kinda-
to the Raven Queen?
You wish to speak to the Raven Queen. It doesn't just, the Raven Queen just doesn't come out to see anyone. You know that, right?
She will speak to those which follow her.
I can see if she's available.
check her schedule. One moment.
Oh, that was not what I was expecting.
And what? All right, so. what
But
does
the
everyone-
Raven Queen is my deity,
I know.
or who I made my pact
But-
with.
They don't know that, right? So,
No,
so
they don't.
yeah.
Honestly, I don't think any of this is our business. This is between the dwarves and her.
No.
She willingly entered into this pact, and not
I-
only did she not come through, she attempted to deceive them.
Would you have done anything different? Matches?
When
I
it serves matches right, he would.
Have you ever known me to tell a lie?
I'm gonna say no,
Exactly.
but I'm also gonna say that I don't know that you necessarily tell the whole truth.
But you do hide things from people which you don't want them to know about it.
If this was just if this was just a thing of she made a deal, she didn't go through, and they hit her with a little too much, yeah, maybe. But She made a deal.
I would say
she didn't
that
pull
this-
through, and she attempted to deceive them.
Deception. Like not telling Ghost who's really running your ship at the time when you try to get a console for it to run it. Like deception like that.
Hmm.
I don't know what I don't.
I mean,
see
I gotta
the
say,
issue.
that was a pretty good lie. So
I have an idea.
what's your idea?
Let's see if they bring the Raven Queen. I may have somebody to train or help assist, and we get what we need out of the dwarves.
Oh.
So I need to ask you, there are two versions of the Raven Queen. The Raven Queen and the Shadowfell, or the Raven Queen from later on in the Matron of Death. Which one are you asking about?
For the Hexblade, which I believe Eberron, so that would be
Matron
Shadowfell.
of Death. No, the Eberrons would be
Okay,
yeah.
because that's where my thing came from. So
Perfect. I just wanted to make sure which Raven Queen are we talking about, because you have
Differences.
some commandments. Yes, the commandments of the Raven Queen, as you know. You would personally be opposed to any sort of necromantic turnings of this. So, yes. The Fae looks at you and says, "I'm sorry, the Raven Queen is occupied at this time and not able to answer your call. However, we can definitely send along a message if you'd like."
no,
She's in a meeting.
give me a few minutes then, and I'll step back
Okay.
and I'll do whatever I gotta do to try to commune with her and speak with them.
Right. I got you. What are the rest of you doing? Other than
I'm
talking amongst yourselves.
I'm watching intently what Tukes is trying to do.
All right. It looks like Tukes is setting up some kind of little ritual. Not very big. It's really just the size of like their two hands together.
Okay.
Right? Just setting up some kind of little ritual and talking and almost looks like praying, if you will.
Okay.
The other fungus have not tried to attack yet, now that the Fae is here. The Fae says, look, it's really simple. You just convince the girl to give us the piece of forge, or she's going to die. It's not our fault. She chose this. This was her punishment, and everyone must learn. There are rules, and if she comes, we reverse it. It's over. It's done. It's quick, easy. Or you could just stay out of it. I mean, it really is, as you put it there. None of your business.
I
Got a
mean,
point.
we need her mom to do some stuff for us, and if her daughter's dying, that kind of makes her job difficult. I mean, I don't give a rat's ass what happens to her, but we need use of that forge, and we need her to uphold her end of the treaty. So we either need the daughter to no longer be cursed, or to just go ahead and be dead so that we can get the mom to do what she needs to do.
Yeah, but then mom goes into like 60 days of mourning and all that other BS. So
I don't know.
dead
She
is
didn't-
not.
She didn't seem very concerned when I saw her.
Yeah, you're not.
I mean, you pointed that out. You were like, look, she doesn't seem very worried. And I was like, what? Huh? And you were like, yeah, she should be more worried. And I was like, oh,
True.
yeah, you're right.
Is there anything I can do to help, perhaps?
You can answer a question.
I don't think
I
you're
can
part of the
try.
treaty.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're not part of the treaty. So
Yeah,
No.
but you could be, maybe.
no. I have a question. Have you had
Yes.
any dealings with any other dwarves?
Other dwarves. There aren't any other
From-
dwarves, are there?
from the same city, have other dwarves come down here and tried to strike bargains with you as well?
Oh no. They dwarves,
Just Princess Moron.
yes, I like that name for her. That's wonderful. Yes, just
What?
the
That's her name.
princess. Yes.
That's her name, isn't it? That's
No,
Princess Moron,
it's
right?
Mariel. Yes, but anyway,
Oh,
she's a moron. Yes,
Ma-
I agree. So yes. So how can I help you? It seems you have a problem. You need them. We need them.
We need them. We need them.
I need them.
You. What do you need them for?
We
Why do you need? You haven't been very forthcoming with what you need a piece of their forge for.
There's a war coming on our plane.
Yeah, I want to
Court
hear
of-
more about
The
that.
Court of Night is rallying an army to bring forth against us, and we cannot stop them. They will overrun us, and then they will rule the plane of the Fae, and we cannot have that. There must be balance on the plane, and if they take it, the unbalance will surely send ripples throughout all of the multiverse.
Do you think it's related to what's going on here? And I'm like looking at Vale and Matches.
Well,
No.
do you know anything about the Order of the Sacred Grove?
Oh yes, we know.
They
about
talk
that.
They talk a lot about this balance as well.
Well, of course, they're the keepers of the balance on this plane, as we are the keepers of the balance on our plane. And there are others around the multiverse that are keepers of the balance on their own planes.
And so,
Is
what kind of relationship do you have with the Order?
Just fringe relationship, nothing, no quo pro or anything like that. Just we look out for one another, you could say.
Would you say that the slaughter of the truly innocent keeps a balance?
Oh, well, it really depends on how far out of balance things become and to which side's favor. It's all things can be justifiable through the lenses of
Ooh.
balance.
Okay.
So, children who have not yet made a decision what they believe or who they support, it's okay for them to die in the name of balance.
Yes, because see, the keepers of balance, they know what the future will hold, and so they can maintain the balance before it gets out of balance. See, we don't have to wait for the scales to tip that way.
But that's not balance.
Oh, sure it is. It maintains
No,
the
it's
balance
not.
throughout the future, yes.
I'm not very smart, but I know that's not how it works. You're
can
unbalancing
only-
things by doing it that way.
You can only affect balance by affecting the things that affect the balance. Children who have made no decision one way or the other don't affect the balance either way.
But they will.
But you can't judge them until they do.
I think I've heard what I need to hear, and I'm going to
So
turn
have
around
I.
and walk away.
While that's going on, Tux has made a call to the Raven Queen. In the tree that you're under, the leaves start to rustle, and a great raven, probably the size of a large hawk, swoops down from the skies and lands in one of the branches, one of the large branches. It stretches its wings and knocks leaves off of the tree. And it looks down at you, Tux, and squawks.
Vale sees this giant bird and does one of those whisker licks that a cat does when it's really hungry.
Nice.
I,
Let me
be-
see some-
I believe the Fae are twisting your pact with the princess to their good, not to your good. They want something which she cannot deliver at this time. She is not strong enough or have the ability to. And she is not the queen to be able to do as they ask. I ask to remove the death lock from her, let her train and learn, and when she's able to, within her position of life, then be able to do as they ask. Or another choice which they could give to her at that time if they no longer need that item. We know how the Fae act in their own good. They do not follow.
Yes. The raven squawks a bit more. To the rest of you, all you hear is squawking tooks. You can hear the voice in the language that you understand, the language of your pact. And it says, the Fae do not work with me on this.
They say they do.
They lie.
Okay.
And the raven strikes straight across at the Fae spirit, who at the last moment sees this happening and initiates one of its abilities and jumps out of the way just in time as the raven swoops towards it, and dissipates back into the invisibility of the ether, leaving behind it a small sprinkling. The raven takes off into the sky.
Break time?
Yeah, I think it's a good time for a break right there, actually. Yes. Good time for a break. That's a lot that just happened. We'll be back in a few minutes. Going to grab some snacks and refill our water bottles because we're getting some hydrates tonight, thanks to Gina and others in the chat. So hang in there, folks. We'll be right back to see what happens. All right, we're back, everybody. So glad to be back with you. Thanks for sticking around. We were just talking about a new T-shirt that we're going to be putting up on our merch store soon. So sorry for the slight delay coming back, but we had a moment of brilliance. Nice. During the break, so we're going to have some new T-shirts up. Make sure you go check out our merch store and support the United Adventure Company.
It's gonna take a minute to design it. Come on.
Well, I know, but in the meantime, go and check out our merch store so you can see when it comes online and buy all of your loved ones some nice holiday merch from the United Adventure Company.
Can we do bumper stickers yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet. We're working on some new merch items for the store as well. So,
Well, the part of the problem is that Stream Elements doesn't have the option for bumper stickers.
yeah, and
I mean,
so,
come on.
Yep. So we might be looking at a new merch store option, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
Depending on what the demand is. So tell us what you want. We'll see what we can do about it. But yes, the "Don't Crit When You Shit" T-shirt. You heard it here first, folks. Pre-order yours today.
It could get messy.
Oh, God. Yes, it could. So, gosh, whew, wow.
Serenity Now.
That's a great movie.
You know how hard it is to hold
Don't
back.
crit when
Oh
you
my,
should-
yes,
don't
Gina.
crit
Oh
when
my,
you-
that's right. Oh my, the shirt is exactly what you think it is. It's that T-shirt. You know you want one. You want two.
Oh.
Oh, Lindsay got it. You gotta get two. So yeah, we're
Oh, we should do a line of underwear next.
Oh my god.
fancy pants.
Boxers with.
And literally the butt is a
Shitty.
poop.
A poop emoji, yeah.
With a D20 on a 1.
That's right. Wow. Oh God. Now see, welcome to my hell, Gina. Yes. That's what happens when you sit on this side of the screen, is you've got to deal with this stuff. But I
And
wouldn't
this
have
is-
it any other way. I wouldn't. You guys
Nope.
are fantastic cast, and I love playing and running games for y'all. So thank you so much for being awesome people. And
We grow on you after a while.
rainbow, that's what color, Diamond. They're rainbow.
Like a fungus.
Like
Like
our beautiful logo. That
Like rainbow rabbit sprinkles.
Rainbow Rabbit Sprinkles.
that you put on milkshakes and feed to your rival.
Oh my
gangs.
god.
Anyway, back to the show in just a second. Wow. I'm going to need a second. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm verklempt. There's a throwback for you out there. So yeah, check out the merch store. Check out our YouTube channel, which we just hit 1,000 views this week on YouTube. Woohoo! So we're so happy about that. We're up to 40 subscribers as well on YouTube, which is a big number. So
That's fancy.
yeah, we're growing every day over on YouTube as well as here on Twitch. So share us with your friends. Send them a United Adventure Company Christmas card. Yeah, we don't have those yet either. You could
It
just
just
write
says-
a United Adventure Company on it and send it to them with a
Don't-
link. to our
Don't
Twitch
crit when you shit.
Thanks for pimping
That's right.
the
You
merch
need to
there, Diamond.
get one to leave out with Santa for when he has his.
That's
milk and
right. Even
cookies.
Santa needs one.
Yeah.
So that brings me real quick talking about Christmas presents and Santa to
And
the
poo.
theme of our Christmas Eve special.
It's not
Mhm.
poo.
No, it's not.
No, it's not poo.
Definitely leaning strongly towards Tales from the Loop, but I also have an idea for a D&D game. Just kind of curious what do y'all think? Tales from the Loop or D&D. I'm kind of D&D'd out for Christmas, but it is a staple and fun. Last year we did Nakatomi Trailer Park.
That was so fun.
So good.
It was so good. And so I want to top that this year, and I just don't know that Tales from the Loop is going to be able to be that. Could also do Jinkies, and Jinkies Christmas Eve would be.
If you did Jinkies, I might would have to see if I could actually play. I don't know. Especially if I could play Roxy.
You're not playing anything other than Roxy
I was
ever
gonna say
again.
you're never gonna play Jinkies ever again and it not be Roxy, or everybody's gonna like riot.
Where's Roxy? Where's Roxy?
Yeah.
No, I'm right here.
Oh shit!
Where are the tacos?
Where's the tacos? So yeah, that's I don't know. So if y'all have an idea for a D&D game, I know we kicked it around last year and we settled on Die Hard Nakatomi Trailer Park. So if you have an idea, I've got a little bit of one brewing, kind of an island of misfit toys kind of thing.
I think you're gonna have to see who wants to play and then decide what to play from there.
When will we start Tales from the Poop? Tales from the Poop. Oh wow! I think that is Vale's.
He says he's got it brewing right now.
Vale's new special series is Tales from the Poop, right?
No, it's tail in his poop.
Tail in his
Oh,
poop.
okay.
Oh, okay. Oh man!
Just watch Vale sit over in the corner picking dingleberries.
Jingleberries.
Every time you see me swishing my tail around, that's what I'm trying to do is get the jingleberries off of my tail.
The jingleberries, really?
I used to have a cat that would do that too.
The talk to text made it Tales from the Lube. Oh wow!
That's almost worse.
Good job.
Almost
Zoom
worse.
chat. Oh man.
Well, that could be the Valentine's Day special.
Ooh. All right then.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. Oh. I gotta bring it in. So we gotta get back to the game. But this is great. Wow, Lube has seen some shit, Gina. It really has. That Lube. Oh man. All right, everybody. We're gonna get back in here to the stream. Everybody find themselves. Yes, welcome. We are happy to have you let that inner weirdo show on our chat. That's great. I love it. Because we're all weirdos hanging out, being weirdos together. So we're gonna be some weirdo nerds real quick and get back into some Dungeons and Dragons. Everybody ready? 3, 2, 1. And you're standing in the clearing. The fungus has receded back into the ground after the Fae got chased off by the Raven. And it's contagious. It's contagious, y'all. And Tooks, you watch the Raven fly away into the sky. You know that they are probably going home to report back to the Raven Queen all that has happened. Yeah, that ain't true. Matches, you are not the normal one. And the rest of you are standing there
Can't stop, damn it.
A little kind of befuddled, in fact, about what has just occurred.
We should go check on the princess.
Agreed. To the airship.
To the airship. All right.
To the ship.
You find your way back to the boot-trodden path that was blazed by Brata. Getting back into the airship and taking off back towards the Dwarven mountain. As you're flying back to the mountaintop, the sun is beginning to get about midway down to the horizon. It's afternoon, we'll say. You come back in, land in the Dwarven city, still kind of scratching your head at all that you've learned. You do remember the Fae were working with or for the Order of the Sacred Grove at the city of Fruiton on the day
And
that...
now mysteriously the daughter of the Dwarven queen has a plague upon her.
Mysteriously.
That was caused by a Fae.
Yes. And the guards greet you as you land again and say, "Oh, welcome back. We feared you had left and weren't going to return."
Oh no. Oh no.
Can't say
We have
thought
urgent
did
matters
not
to speak
cross
with
our
the
mind.
queen about.
I
Fantastic.
need to see the princess now.
That's she's fallen into a deep sleep and no one can awaken her. She's breathing and conscious, but she can't be...
She's in a deep sleep, but she's conscious.
Well, you know, she's alive. She's not dead. But we
Okay,
can't
queen
seem to-
first then.
Yes. I think that is the best course of action. Yes. She is going a bit, well, you can just imagine. And as you're walking that way, he said, you could just imagine how upset she must be.
I can imagine that she's probably half tanked right now.
She's a great role model. And indeed, she is in the tavern kicking them back. And you can tell that there have been tears. She gets up from her pint of ale, and you can see there's a lot of froth in her mustache and beard. She has obviously been crying and is quite distraught. She says, "Thank God you're back. You must help me. You must help."
Your Majesty, we have urgent news for you.
My daughter, it can't wait. It has to wait. My daughter, she's fallen into a deep...
It's about your daughter.
What?
Yes.
What about her?
Let's not sugarcoat it. Your daughter made a deal with some
The
Fae
Fae.
that went bad. The only way that you're going to save your daughter is, one, give them a piece of your sacred
Magical forge.
forge, or send an army to kill whatever it is that
Okay.
put the curse on her.
Allow me to go to your daughter's room. I will need everybody to leave.
Not a problem.
Very well. Whatever. If you think you can help, by all
I can
means,
tr-
go.
I can try and see what
So
happens.
as Tukes goes to the daughter's room, I start to tell the queen exactly what we know. You know,
Okay.
we've run into the Fae before in Fruiton. They were working with the Order of the Sacred Grove. Now they're here. Mysteriously, your daughter has entered into some kind of pact and is now on death's door, on the verge of becoming some death, whatever it is, thing. And this can't be a coincidence.
It cannot indeed. I agree. I think there may be a third option, however.
Oh,
We should kill the Fae.
I mean,
Well,
I'm
that
in
was
for that.
option 2, right?
Yes.
You
Yes,
can
yes,
tell
yes.
she's wavering
Preferably
a little
would have
bit
been option one, actually.
on
Yeah.
her stool. There's no way they're getting a piece of my forge. Our forge.
Not even to save your daughter.
I heard what you said there.
Legend of an ancient fountain that can cure any disease and prolong the life of those who drink and bathe from it exists in the Nightmore swamps.
Where is that from here?
It's the Nightmore River Delta area that you saw when you were flying in,
Over that way.
just on the other side of the forest.
Mm-hmm.
It is said that a single vial of the liquid from the fountain can restore a person to full health, take years off their life, and
But does that fix curses?
It is said
Because that's
that
what
it
this
does.
is. Okay.
It's said that it removes all illnesses, curses included.
Yeah,
The legend is older than I. The fountain was
Yeah,
lost after the Great
And that
War.
must
though.
mean it's pretty old.
Yeah, the Fae said that it was irreversible, but they lie. So
What do they? The Fae are nothing more than tricksters, con men, out to help themselves, nothing more. I don't know the exact location. It was, as I said, it was lost after the gods created the Great Sea. They flooded the Nightmare Delta, killed thousands.
we may be able to locate this thing
Wait, they flooded
if it truly
the fountain?
exists.
They flooded the entire delta where the fountain was, the building it was in, and everything. They plunged the crater into the center of the realm, creating what is now the Great Sea, the Sea of Separation.
Okay.
The ensuing, excuse me, I've had a few today, rush of water filled the new sea. It took the people by surprise. They did not see it coming, and it turned their lives quite literally upside down. The floods ravaged the area, destroying everything and everyone in their paths. In the wake after the floods, there was nothing. Only silt-laden lands that now hold water where there once was none before. 75% of the population drowned, 15% died of disease, and the remaining left it all behind and moved to Casto under the protection of the Order of the Sacred Grove.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, the Order has been trying to locate that fountain. It was told that one of the reasons the gods chose this area of impact was the existence of the fountain, that it could heal all and extend the life of the worthy. So,
The worthy.
they wanted to destroy it, hide it, keep it out of the hands of those who could use it for ill gain. According to everyone, no one's ever been able to locate it, not even the Order of the Sacred Grove.
That's interesting because if that's true, if they've never been able to locate it, they had the orb, which I was thinking we could use the orb to try and find it.
Oh, many types of magic have been attempted to scry and view the mythical fountain, but it said the gods placed a magical barrier across it where it could not be seen. With the use of modern magic, you would have to have God's magic to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Would you?
Yeah.
Do you think it possible to find this fountain? And
We've found other things that people didn't want found.
Absolutely.
so that's what you do then. You find the lost and return it. Great, wonderful. If you find this, however, you must make sure that no one else knows the way there. It cannot fall into the hands of the Order of the Sacred Grove, or if it does, it could surely mean...
I look at matches. Clarissa? She knows
Whoa.
everything, right?
Supposedly.
It's worth a shot, yeah?
I suppose.
I mean, the worst that happens is you call and she doesn't answer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I suppose then, what now?
Yeah, sure, right
no
now.
better time than the present.
Well, maybe we should go outside in case she wants to.
Yeah,
Park
let's not
her
have her park the tower in
Yes.
the bar here.
Yes,
That's
this
probably
is
not
a-
the
Probably
This
not a
is
good idea, right? Yep.
This is all fire lane right here.
Fire lane. Right. So while y'all go outside, you I guess you tell Morana you're gonna go devise a plan or whatever, right?
Yes, we're gonna go talk about a plan. We'll
Yes.
catch up with you.
We're
You
gonna 18
maybe-
the shit out of this.
you're gonna you need to go and not have a couple of pints for a minute, okay? Just
Hey,
hang tight.
I think you're right. Yeah. All right. So while y'all go do that, Tooks, you have been led back again. You're offered the protective garments. Whether they actually do any good or not, you don't know.
It's not going to affect me. I don't think.
I don't think. Famous last words.
Oh, if I think I'm trying to see something.
All right. What is it that you want to do here?
I want to see, since I know what is on her, now that we know that it's this death thing been cast on her, and I know it has to be done via a deal between like the Fae and a god. I want to see if it's with the Raven Queen, if that's who the one which cast this, or to see if I can tell which god they used.
Okay. How do you want to go about devising that or divining that information?
Arcana, I guess.
Arcana will tell you the school of magic. You'd probably have to do something a little more in depth than just an Arcana check.
Yeah.
I'll give you a shot at it. I think it's a brilliant plan.
Right. If my initial idea don't work, I'm gonna try to call on my deity again to see if they can tell me who it is. Since it would be one she works with or against.
Let me look at something on your character sheet real quick.
Okay.
As you said something that kind of made me. Because I think you have. I tell you what. Ooh. And no, this doesn't do what I thought it did. Never mind. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I was looking. I thought that did something else, but it doesn't. Go ahead and make your Arcana, and we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll find something else along the way.
Of course. This one time. This time when I'm.
Yeah, you are at a loss. Actually, you're not sure what. You're not. You know it was necromantic magic that was used here, but you've never seen this type before. As you're studying it more and more, you just really at a loss. Who could do? You aren't aware of any gods that could do this.
And it has, and I know it's got to be because what the Fae told us, it's got to be worked with a god.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
While you're sitting there scratching your head about it all, you made an Arcana and didn't tell you much. Make a wisdom check on that as well.
Oh, saving throw?
No, just a check.
Check.
Okay. Okay, how do you do
Just
that?
click on wisdom
It's not what?
In your stat block.
in your stat block.
Oh, okay, there it goes.
There you
I just
go.
wasn't hitting the right
Oh,
spot.
not much better.
Nope.
It's not a crit. When you shit.
Mm-hmm. Now, if it was charisma,
Right? But you're starting to wonder if a god is even involved. The Fae, are tricky little things. And you're starting to wonder does it have to be a god, or could it just be a god-like creature? Could it be something that is just so powerful? As powerful as a god, but perhaps not a god. Anything else you want to do while you're here with Mariel? She is breathing very shallowly. Easy for me to say. There's no one else in the room.
Yeah,
It's just you and her.
And the Raven Queen said it was not her which had done this. She wants magic. Can a god overthrow another god's curse?
Make an investigation roll while you're in there.
Okay.
You sit down at her writing
Look,
desk to kind of think this through. Wow.
Okay, these dice are...
You're on a 7 roll. It was 10s before the break, and now it looks like it's going to be 7s.
Roll 20.
Roll 20. Good job.
I'm the only thing that my character would think of is wondering, since the Raven Queen hadn't done this, is if she could lift the curse by a pact between the two of them. So I start doing my little ritual thing with for the Raven Queen.
Okay. You do your ritual again, and on the windowsill, a raven lands outside on the windowsill to Mariel's room and squawks at you.
I'm just gonna look at if she joins in a pact with you, as I have. Will you be able to lift this from her?
Yes, but she has to enter in her own free will of clear mind. She must be awake and alive.
Can you do that for her here?
I cannot.
Or you cannot?
To do that would be to interfere. And I
Okay.
mustn't.
Then we have to find how to awaken her. Okay. Thank you.
Squawk! And flies away.
Yep. I go find the others.
All right.
I mean, none of it.
Oh, wait, that's not the right room. That room does have a table and chairs, though.
It's true.
There. We'll go to this room again. There we go. You all are back in your ship. You go back out, Tux, and the folks there say, "Oh, they left already. They went back to your flying machine."
Is the queen still sitting there?
She is.
Since I know she's been drinking more than normal, can you tell me who your daughter has entered a pact with, or what she was doing trying to learn magic? And I'm talking to her quietly to where, since I know magic not a dwarven thing.
Yeah.
We're trying to save her. We need to know everything.
She always had dreams. We went to the circus once, and she saw a magic show, and her father told her she could be anything she wanted to be when she grew up. She wants to be a magician. I forbade it. We don't need that in our lives. Her father passed away. It's her way of rebelling against me. She's almost 100. It'll be out of her system soon, and she'll fall in line like everyone else. This happens to dwarves from time to time, but she often kept books about fairies and learned that fairies use magic, so perhaps that's where she got the idea.
Well, unless we find a way to lift the curse, she will not be able to do. This is how she will be, unless they get what they want, or we find a way to lift it.
Well, hopefully your friends are finding that way right now. They went out to discuss a plan to return to the fountain of restoration, and I promise, if you can heal my daughter, I will give you any assistance that I can in giving you what you need to stop this
and
war.
allow her to be who she wants to be. You can't just hold her back just because you think she needs to be here. Magic can help her with the right training. It can help you guys.
Perhaps.
Let her be who she is.
Let's get through one thing at a time. Let's just get her back first, and then we'll work on that. We get her back, and then we can find out who she really wants to be, and let her take her path. I agree. She should take her path. With a nat 20, I'm gonna let you talk her into it. You rolled a nat 20 and it came out 27. Yeah, and she's been drinking. She's gonna pretty much agree to whatever's the good for her daughter right now. So, all right. Anything else you want to talk to her with? No? All right.
Not that I can think of.
Just pleasantries and stuff for a bit, and then you head out as well then. You all out on the ship. You devise a plan. When are you going to call Clarissa?
Oh, right now.
So when we get out there, I'll say, "Oh, Clarissa, are you there? Hello, it's Matches."
And a few minutes go by,
Mm-hmm.
and that familiar sound occurs. And appearing next to your ship is that tower. The space that you've landed in is large enough. And Clarissa comes out of the tower and says, "Matches, you really picked a bad time." And you can see that she's wrapped in a towel, her hair is soaking wet, and there's some bubbles on her arms. So she's like, "I was in the middle of my bubble bath. What do you want now?
Oh,
Come on in."
Yes, I'm sure the water's fine.
Yep. And sure enough, there's a huge clawfoot tub filled with steaming water in the middle of the library room. And she sits down at the table. What?
I sat in my chair.
Yep. Can we get on with it, please? My water's getting cold. What do you need?
Yes.
The kitty needs a bath.
The nightmare swamps. There's a fountain.
Oh, yeah. Fountain of Restoration. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What about it?
Do you know where it is?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's in the swamp.
No, do you know where in the swamp it is?
I knew where it was. If it's still there or not, I don't know. I can get you as close to it as I knew. Is that what you need? You need to go to the Nightmare Swamps?
Yeah, sure. As close as you can get, it's there. Yeah.
Do you wish to follow me? Or do you wish me just to take you there and leave you there, and then you'll have to come back, which will take a couple of days for you to walk back, and then
then we should probably follow you.
I think we should take our own ship, yeah.
Very well. She hands you a device. It's a small disc.
Devices.
Yes, it's a small brass disc with an arrow on it. And right now, it's just spinning as fast as it can as you're sitting kind of in the center of the tower. She says, "Just keep this pointed forward of your ship, and it will guide you. My tower will go invisible, but don't worry, it will guide you to where I am."
Well, thank you.
Compass O Clarissa.
I know the perfect place to mount this on the vessel.
Yes, I'm sure.
Right next to the cup holder.
Yes, it's a perfect place. Matches. You're just so brilliant.
What do we, Clarissa?
Yes.
We know that we know that there's always a cost involved, or typically there's a cost involved. What's this going to cost us?
Oh, Yeah. Well,
What's a small favor between friends,
A
Clarissa?
couple muddy feet.
I tell you what. How about you owe me one?
Yes.
A favor of like kind. I need you. I call you. You come. You help me. It's the best I got. I don't have a need for anything right now. I'm trying to take a bath.
Would you like me to scrub your back?
No, I've got a perfectly fine loofah for that. Thank you.
You got the loofah.
Don't need any cat claws.
All right,
you
fine.
can owe me one, or just gold always works.
We'll owe you one.
Matches is like glaring at Vale. Why would you even offer? Why would you even ask?
Because I would rather know the evil ahead of time than find out about it later.
And we could have had a defense. We could say, "Oh no, you never said that."
As y'all wander out, you're kind of back and forth at each other about
Just
it. Anything else you wanted to ask Clarissa as she's getting ready to jump back into her bathtub?
Not
We
if
can
it's
ask her
going to
later.
cost them.
Do I walk in? Why can't you just drop us there? Like teleport us there or something? Aren't we able to?
We want the
Weren't
ship
you
so we
guys-
can get back.
Can't you
Yes,
she
yes.
teleport the ship?
She works in mysterious ways and all that nonsense.
And yeah, I mean, all powerful being.
You know, very, very riddles and stuff. And she's got
Yes,
buttons
yes.
on her doors.
Can't we teleport to where she wants us to go to?
No, we can only teleport to some place that we've already been, and we can only do that
Oh.
once per day.
Okay.
And it is a swamp.
Now
and
that
we do have a boat.
once we have been there, then yes.
Then we
go
can come back. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
So why do we need a ship to go there and get whatever you guys are after and come right back?
What if we have to fight an army of
Yeah, we're kind of,
OSG.
we kind of want to make sure we have stuff with us,
Okay.
like a ship that can drop flaming barrels on them. That would be
Flaming
helpful.
barrels. Ah! Nice.
Flaming barrels, flaming
And
barrels.
as the
everywhere
door
I
closes
see.
behind you as you're leaving out of Clarissa's tower, you hear a sploosh, and then the
she didn't
sound
crit.
starts. Yeah, that strange sound starts grinding and groaning in the distance. You know that's your cue to hurry and get on board. You jump on your ship.
We've got the compass. It's going to tell us where she is. So
Yeah.
One day I'm gonna have to fix that parking brake for her.
And you get on board. Do you fire it up right away?
Yeah.
All
Stick it on the dashboard. Bink.
Bzz, 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 bzz.
Raise the mainsail. Do the poop deck stuff and wrap the anchor up where it goes. Onward.
All right. You lift off once again into the air. The compass spins for a moment, settles itself, and points you to the northeast. As you're flying across the skies, once again, you are getting everything you can out of this skyship music tonight, y'all. I tell you what.
I'm never going to get used to flying.
yeah, you get used to it eventually.
Oh, I was reading more on the ship, and like whenever I'm in the helm, I can see I have 360-degree vision around the ship, as if I'm standing at every point at all times.
Yep.
I can see everything.
You are
hear
the
me?
ship.
You hear me, Vale? I can see everything.
Basically,
Aren't you
you are the
special?
ship at that point, right? So, and
Everything.
traveled across the forest and into what once was the Nightmore River Delta. You fly for a few hours, and eventually the compass stops swiveling back and forth, and it actually begins to bend downward. So you realize that Clarissa has probably landed. You take the ship in.
Yes. bring her down 4 knots, whatever it is.
All right.
Let's go.
You
Chapter
take
4, page 3.
Yes. You take the ship down. And sure enough, her tower's down below. You meet up with her there, and she says, well, this is it. And behind her are the ruins of a building. The ground here is pretty nasty. It's muddy again. The halflings are happy. They're back in the mud. It stinks. It's not a very great place. But here, there's a path that kind of leads through the swamp and into this old ruined building. The bugs are in the air, buzzing around all of you. The halflings are right quite at home, but you guys are all like swat.
So, in the building? Is that... We need to
This
go
is
in the building?
Yeah, this is the last place we knew where it was in the lower levels of that building. It was fed by the river itself. The Nightmare River.
Okay.
It said it was blessed
Okay.
by the gods. It's what you wanted.
So they say.
All right.
But before we go in there, do you know how to break a deal with a fae?
Die.
Oh. I was afraid you were going to say that.
She's, yeah, you don't cross the fae. Just tell you that.
Well, somebody may have learned that already, so...
What?
Anyway.
What godlike creature, which isn't an actual deity, can make a deathlock pact with somebody?
Oh, any great a lich could probably do that.
Ooh, lich.
Oh.
You know,
okay.
they control the undead.
Who would the Fae of those would the Fae work with?
Where'd my cursor go? Hold on, I lost my cursor, y'all. Hang on. Like I
Dogs, Lich, Anorak.
I think my mouse might have died.
Any certain
no.
undead the Fae enjoy working with or can trick to do what they want? Which might have something to do with illusion.
The Fae can trick anyone.
Yeah.
Billy broke his mouse.
Billy broke it.
What?
Sorry, I just plugged in the receiver, so hopefully it will pick it up.
Mm.
Oh, come on, mouse.
I mean, if it's out of battery, it's out of battery.
Yeah, I think it's dead. Crap. You got a double A handy, babe?
I can go see if I can find one.
Can you grab me one? You don't mind? Luckily, I'm on the page I need, but... Oh, hey,
got it.
yeah, hand me that.
Hey, I got a spare mouse right here. You can have this
Yeah,
one.
it's
Hey, here,
rechargeable.
hand it to me. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't get
I got
it.
a rechargeable one.
Yeah, that's the one I'm dying here. Everybody make a well, matches you don't need to. Broadtop probably doesn't either. It appears there's some fresh boot tracks in this mud. 4 sets heading towards the building as well.
What kind of boots? Like, are they little boots or big boots?
A mix,
Oh, little and big boots?
little and big. Yeah.
Like
Little big boots.
halflings, dwarves.
No, all human sized, but
Right.
small human to large human.
Well, they're all big to me.
Do we think our friends are here? We
Yes.
get to have some fun?
Yes.
Thanks.
At that, I am going to go ahead and summon my cannon.
Leopold.
All right. Yeah, hey, I got my mouse back.
Yay.
That's almost as annoying as when it dies in the middle of a big boss fight on a video
Pieces to
game.
pieces.
Um,
Yeah.
You heard me,
trying to
Dungeon,
change the
Dungeon
music.
Master.
yes,
I'm going
Hey, I
to
was just
go ahead
try-
and summon my cannon.
go for
I
it.
was just trying to see if I could pull any information out of her, which she thought the Fae could have done this to the princess.
Oh, they could have.
On who it would have been. that they would have been working with. But
Yeah, any number of
things,
could be any
yeah.
number of things. Yeah. All right, you plop out your cannon. Clarissa looks at you all and says, "Well, if there's nothing else, then I'll call you later," and heads back to her tower.
You never call us anymore.
Matches
feeling
was
she's-
calling your name last night. Maybe you should give him a call.
What?
Ooh, Matches
fancy.
and Clarissa sitting in a
tower.
tree.
No. I was reading out loud to myself.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, okay,
I
that's
bet
what
you
you
were
do.
reading picture books again. Neris is like, the reading, eh?
I can see everything.
The bugs are getting really bad as the day has gotten late in the afternoon. As you're getting started, the mud makes it very, very difficult. See, that's how we keep you tuned in, Gina. That's how we keep you tuned in. The mud is very thick. It's like ankle deep here for most of you. It's a real hard glop through the mud. And as you start heading in to the building,
Ugh.
here we go. You step in, and this building is ancient. It is older than the Dwarven city, even. Crumbling ruins, caved-in staircases. It is a good place to sit and rest if you needed to, or you can keep pushing through. There's basically just 4 walls, a big room, and a crumbly stone staircase that spirals downward. It looks like at one time it may have also gone up.
I think we need to take the crumbly staircase down.
As you're saying that, Brata's already like halfway down the case.
Yep. As you... Go
Which
ahead.
way do the muddy footprints go from the others which went in?
They lead in, and it's just all kind of mud here, but you can follow them down to the staircase
Okay.
and down. Yeah,
So they were searching too. Okay.
it would appear. And as you head down,
Are we not?
Go
We're
ahead.
just going to wander blindly down without examining this path?
What
Brata's
do you want
already
to
gone.
examine it for? It's a path.
How did you all live as long as you have? Trust
Sheer
in
luck,
these
my
things.
friend. Sheer luck.
right.
Carry on.
Who? Give me a marching order. Brata first.
Yeah.
Nara second, as usual. Okay. As you head down the stairs, there's not much light. It gets pretty dark as you get down into the bottom. It does stop eventually. You've probably gone down, 150 steps. You're very deep. You know you're well below the waterline of the coast here. And it's very dark, musty, damp. In the distance, though, it seems there's might be a light far off in the direction that you're seeing, the only corridor. Everybody roll a perception.
Not a clue.
Eh.
Yeah.
Too dark
funny.
for me.
Vale gets it. Matches here. Yep.
Yeah, roll 20 froze up on
Oh.
me. Won't let me do anything. I'm gonna have to.
Refresh.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm sure Vale and Matches will probably let you all know if they hear anything or see anything. Neris is just in the blind as
The only thing he sees is
Brata's
Brata's
hiding.
ass.
Sorry.
You know, I told him the other day if he didn't stop doing that, he would go blind.
Vale, you
Yo.
hear what sound like voices. Matches, you hear something. You can't make it out. But Vale, you hear voices down the corridor.
I try to get everybody's attention quietly and just shh, and I want to get up in front of everybody else and I want to try and get closer. I want to be stealthy.
All
Pull
right.
out my wands.
You gonna roll a stealth for me as you
Sure.
stealthily creep down the hallway. Not stealthily enough. You're in the dark. Did you hear, as you now you know its voices, you hear, what is this place, man? I don't know,
Shaggy.
Bruni. Just keep going. And this is dark. And then you hear a woman's voice. Would you quit complaining? You're just such a scaredy cat. Just let's go. Come on.
Oh no, we stumbled across adventurers. I hate adventurers.
I want to have fun with the adventurers.
As you come up, you see the light at the end of the tunnel actually opens up into a room. And it looks like a seating room. Doesn't appear to be any doors or windows or hallways leading out of it. And you're kind of peeking around knowing you should see people. You heard people. There's nowhere to go. Nobody went by you. But there's nobody in that room. There's nobody in that room. And you know for a fact that you just heard voices coming from down at this end of the hallway.
I see. I would like to. I would like to find the people.
Let me know when everybody's in the room. You all go in at, one at a
Yeah.
time.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in and look around, and then I'm just gonna start walking through the room.
Cool. As
What if there's a pressure plate trap? Rata, do you not remember our lesson earlier about spores?
I still don't know what you were talking about. Like, it was just some weird dust. And I have no idea how dust would make a baby. That doesn't even make sense, Matches.
But the whole point is you touched it when I had cautioned you against touching it, and it spored on you.
Meh.
the walls here seem to be emitting the light themselves. There's no light source above, but it's dingy and dark and muddy and dirty and old, ruined. Like there are benches all around the outside of the walls. The stone is in good shape, although old. And as you're all kind of walking the room and looking at things, everything begins to change. At one point, you turn and look back, and the hallway that you came in is gone.
What?
There are no exits from this room. The walls turn pristine white marble. You hear a great roar and look above, and there is open sky above you, and a shape falling quickly.
Well, I want to dodge out of the way of that.
I want to see if I can identify it.
Yeah, it looks like, well, you remember your friend, that you freed from back in, the samurai headquarters? Kind of looks like one of his family. But not made of stone. This one is just fleshy and big with a great gigantic club the size of Brata. It lands in the center of this room, which now, when you first walked in, seemed about 30 feet across, but now it's expanded out. to fit the people in the room. It's almost as if the walls move themselves. He raises his club, and as you all, I take, are going to try to dodge this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
If he's swinging at me, I'm dodging it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was already dodging out of the way. I was like, I see something falling. I'm going to move.
So, I'll say you're trying to just probably expand out, right? Is that what you're thinking? Dodging out of the
Sure.
way? Because he's coming
Sure.
with a full double-handed swing all the way around the room. And as he does, the entire room goes completely black. You feel the cold stone against your skin. You are sure that you're dead. You must be. No one could survive that. But then you see
It's an illusion.
a faint light again as you blink your eyes, and you hear a voice. Did we just die, Bruni? You recognize that name, Vale. You heard it spoken before.
Somebody's gonna get shot.
Yo,
Yes. Yes, you're dead.
Kylie, pinch me. Are we dead or
Don't
are we
worry.
dreaming?
Don't worry about pinching them. You're dead.
Like, is it black even with our low light vision, dark vision, wherever the hell 5th edition?
You all,
calls it?
as you kind of come around from everything, the light starts to open up again, and you're in about a 20 by 20 room, 4 hallways off of it. In front of you are 4 other people. A small human, looks like maybe a roguey type looking one, wearing all leathers. A very tall human wearing clanky armor and a large sword strapped to his side. Another female human that is average size, carries a bow. And another human male who is average size, no weapons that you can see, and wearing long blue and golden robes. They're kind of poking at each other, and one of them says, "Ow, not that hard, man. This is kind of okay. It's not a dream. We're not dead. What the hell just happened to us?"
No.
Do we see any markings of the OSG on them?
You do not.
Who are y'all?
Startled, they jump and spin around to greet you, some of them weapons up. Who are you?
Drop
We
your
got-
weapons.
We asked first. Who are
Dirty
you?
dungeon crawlers.
And the little one in leathers, she steps up. She goes, "Well, my name's Kylie, and it's ours. You can't have it. We were here first. Finders, keepers.
What exactly are you saying you found?
Whatever's
little
here.
one?
Whatever's here." Are you an orc?
Clearly,
And you're a cat. Wait.
clearly you have no idea how the world works. So I'm going to let this one slide, you and your back talking self. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know even where you are, do you?
The one who called themselves Kylie looks at the other female and goes, "It's them."
We said,
Varna.
drop your weapons.
Yes, I have
Don't.
2 wands
With
that
some
look
intimidation.
suspiciously like guns and a cannon pointed at them.
Yes. They're not phased by
Get you
any of
too.
this. She goes, "We know who you are. And we know what
Not
you
even
want."
that intimidate.
We
And how do you know who we are?
Who the hell are you? I mean, you told me a name. That doesn't mean anything. Are you with
You
the
don't-
OSG? Who are you with? Who
Not
do you work for?
exactly. We're private mercenaries. We were hired to locate this mythical location none of us actually believe actually exists. And now that we have, it's ours. We claimed it.
Yeah,
we were
no.
here first. Sorry. You guys know how the rules of adventuring works.
Or,
We were here
or,
first.
or,
Well,
or, and hear me out on this because this is important. Or we kill you and it's ours.
I'm gonna draw my weapons.
Because obviously you've heard of us and you know that everyone that has ever crossed us is dead. So
Or we find it together. What do you say?
Why
you
about
just said
would
it
we
was
do
yours.
that?
So why would we do that?
But who hired you?
A man in a bar. We don't do names. It's just not a thing we do. It's easier that way. We know where to meet him. We get paid. Walk away. I don't have to know names.
How much is he paying you?
Enough that we won't ever have to do this shit again.
Okay, how much is that?
Well, I don't know. Let's see. About 5,000 gold pieces apiece.
And there's 4 of you, so that's 20,000 gold. Okay, that's chump change.
And land. And
Okay.
titles. So,
Okay.
yeah, we'll never have to work again.
Bill,
Okay,
could I
so
speak to you
all
one-
of. Oh yeah, sure, yeah, sure.
Do you
This is-
typically take jobs for the OSG?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, Vale, part of the deal with the queen or whatever she is, we aren't supposed to let anyone else know about this place.
I say, we
Remember?
let their heads roll. They're annoying me.
I say, let's go ahead and work with them for now.
I'm just pointing it out that
I understand exactly where you're coming from.
I just look at Vale and get though, and then once we get what we need,
Isn't it cute how they just do the little team huddle thing? They talk about it. And they're probably trying to figure out how they're going to kill us. If only. It's great.
I want to shoot her right
Oh, if we
now.
wanted to kill you, we'd
I wanna
kill
Shoot
shoot
you.
her right now. Shoot her. Do it.
Are you serious?
Oh,
Wait.
yes. Brata has both of her weapons drawn.
About this time, the doors to each of the hallways open. On their
Like
own.
all 4 doors at the same time.
Yep.
I don't need more magic doors in my life.
Nurse leans in. You know, Vale has a point.
They're annoying me.
They're annoying me as well. We know we can kill them. Doesn't do us any good to kill them right now.
Yes, I understand. Strength in numbers. Let's take their help.
Why send peons when you know they're going to go up against us?
And at that moment, Brata, you realize, yeah, they wouldn't have sent peons if they had a chance of running into you. It strikes
They
you.
know who we are.
They know who you are. You realize these may not be the squishy little adventurers that you thought when you first saw them.
I'll say, if you know who we are, then surely you know the legend of our friend Neris, and I point at Vale.
You mean Neris, the bold, the mighty, the Githyanki warrior raised from the dead by the half-orc.
Yes, we
the
get the
magical
point.
sword.
Yes, we get the point. You know.
We know who you are. And
Do you know what
that
my
if-
dog's name is?
Do you wait, Vale, Brata? You know these people?
No,
No.
I don't know who these people are. I don't know who
Some
these people
idiots,
are.
I don't
Then-
know.
who am I? Since I haven't been with them very long, how would they know of me?
Yes. And what about me?
Oh, you were there at Fruiton. We were told,
Oh, so you were at
especially you.
Fruit-
No.
So
See,
you were at Fruiton.
Oh, should we just tell him, Bruni?
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
just tell
him.
us.
Okay,
That's probably
so
smart.
here's the deal, folks. We were told if we run into you to bring back your heads, and it'd be an extra 20,000 gold pieces apiece for each of your heads that we brought back.
Oh,
So-
I can top that if you let me keep it.
There's a great bounty on your head. So here's the deal. Work with us. We cut you in. 50-50. We never saw you. You walk away, we walk away. What do you say?
How about
Which one looks
How
like the
about-
spellcaster? I'm watching that one.
The one in the robes.
The one in the robes,
Right.
yeah.
But if there's
How
such
about 60-40 in our favor and I give you access to any transport you need anywhere along the coast. Because I can do that.
Yeah, right.
I can do that. Can I not do that, friends? Do I not have a ship at my disposal that goes anywhere that I would like it to go at any time?
Yeah. I mean, we do have a ship. We have other means of travel too. But why? What do you stand to gain if the price on our heads is so high by working with us?
We get what we want eventually anyway.
Well, what is it that you want?
We're here for the same thing you are, the fountain. That's it. We get paid, walk away.
What do you need with the fountain? Or are you just getting it for the
Look,
money?
We were told to bring back, and they pull out, the one that calls himself Kylie pulls out a rack of vials. We're told to fill these up.
How many
from
vials?
6.
6.
We were told to fill these up, bring them back, in and out, easy peasy. Except it wasn't. Kylie, I almost got eaten by a freaking tree in the swamp. Okay, it was. I'm done with this.
Oh yeah, we didn't have to worry about that. We just flew in.
Oh,
Yeah, we
are
have
you,
a flying ship.
are you saying Kyle is currently injured?
No, not really injured, but they had a run in with a
Shuffle.
log. Yeah,
I was gonna say.
some quicksand. So,
You know, we could actually help you get out of here pretty easily if you wanted us to. And you wouldn't have to deal with trees trying to eat you.
well, first we got in here and now there's no way out. So we got to get out of the.
Yeah,
building
we'll figure
first.
that out. We'll
So-
figure that out because I think we might know of a way that we can get out.
You can do. You're good. Just put it like that. So, which way do we go then? If you know the way out, which way?
Well, let's
That
see
way.
here.
And I just
Rotha
point towards
says
one of the
that way.
doors. And
Or
start
that
walking.
way, or that way, or that way.
Wait. Do they have 6 full vials already, or they're empty?
No,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
don't.
Okay.
They're empty.
They
All
got there moments before you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were on their way in as we were on our way in. So.
Mhm.
Damn it! I wish I had telepathy. I'm getting that next.
That's right.
Mind bullets, Kyle.
I got the mind bullets already.
Okay.
I need to.
Right on. So, all right. Brata says that way, then lead on. We'll go. I tell you what, I'll make a deal with you. And at this point, none of them now have their weapons up. They've all lowered their weapons since Kylie seems to be doing a pretty good job of the chit chat here.
Kylie's
go-
the rogue, right?
Yeah, we'll go every other. Brata goes, one of ours goes. One of yours goes, one of ours goes. How's that sound? Fair?
How
That way
about-
if anybody
how about-
stabs anybody, everybody gets stabbed. How about that?
I take up the rear.
How about we pair up? You know, your fighter with our fighter, and your caster with our caster, and Kylie, me and you, because we both seem to be of the same persuasion, ambitiously. That way there's no one side that's too strong.
Sounds fair.
All right.
We each go a different direction. There's 8 of us.
Oh my gosh, do you really want to split the party?
Oh, I mean,
I think
That-
there's
Is that
strength in numbers.
typically a good thing?
no, it's typically not. I just figure there's 4 ways. There's 8 people, but hey, we can all go together. Whatever. Lead on. Let's go.
Yeah,
And,
let's Brata lead the way. Let's go that way.
Yes, I'll take up the rear,
I
All right,
think
so the caster's in back. Go ahead.
and I'm keeping an eye on the spellcaster, and so in essence, I think I'm going to hold an action. If the spellcaster makes an attack on us, I'm going to draw.
You're gonna blast him.
I think
So anyway, I started blasting.
I think Neris had the same thought that Matches had, which is, I want to read their thoughts, and the difference is Neris actually has a way to do that.
Okay.
Neris has Detect Thoughts as a spell.
Ooh. Okay.
All right.
I think Neris wants to read this Kylie's mind.
All right. As Neris kind of casts that, he gets the idea that Kylie is ambitious, but not stupid. And she's afraid that there's going to be some traps down the way, and knows that numbers will help them. If nothing else, y'all trigger the trap first, or whatever. You know, maybe it goes her way. She's hopeful.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Vale's kind of
Ambitious,
thinking the same
but
thing.
not stupid.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right. So you head down the hallway, and it's not long at all before you enter a chamber about 40 feet across in both directions, with a inscription.
Is it something that I can read, or
Actually, yeah, you can all read it.
okay?
It's written in common. Hang on, let me get to
And
the
it
inscription.
says,
I'm trying to get there. I'm multitasking.
That's fair.
Leave the offering, and what you seek you shall find.
Leave the offering, and what you seek you shall find.
Verna,
What offering?
Verna pulls out a scroll and looks at it and says, yeah, what's this is what it says. It's actually more specific than that. And she opens the scroll up. At the time of collection, the thoughts must be clear as the waters that flow from the fountain. One sip in haste or ill intent shall call forth the keepers of the water, and you shall pay a price, a bond to the keepers that shall never be broken, a debt ever unpaid.
Ooh.
The spellcaster of the other group is like, well, that's not ominous or anything. Jeez.
Right?
And hastily, Kylie grabs the vials and starts heading straight towards this fountain that is in the center of the room. It's a gorgeous marble fountain. Crystal clear water flows over it, just shimmering down into a pool that is lined in silver, uncorroded, untouched by time.
Uh-huh.
And as Kylie approaches, oh, I missed a part of the description, sorry.
Okay.
This room dead ends. The hallway dead ends into this room. There are 3 5-foot by 5-foot chambers, one on each wall, except for the hallway you came in. As Kylie approaches the fountain, vials in hand, a bucket appears in each of the 3 chambers. A silver bucket. Talus goes for 1.
I'm okay with letting them be test group 1.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, the only problem with that is, if they do awaken something, is it going to care who awakened it?
Just the ones with ill thought. What is our reasoning for doing this, and what is their reasoning?
Oh wait,
Yeah,
you can't have ill thought. Then keep me away from it.
Yes, you need to stay away from it.
Yes, I will volunteer to watch your backs.
I'm fine with them doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So you all
Okay.
kind of just gesture for them to go first? Is it like, be my guest? Here, we got you here. Take your lead.
And there's
Okay.
only one exit, right? Like,
Yep.
okay,
There's
yeah.
only
So
one exit.
I'm just gonna stand back in the exit. I'm just gonna watch and wait.
All right. The
Yep.
other two,
All right, yep.
Bruni and Verna, also head for the other two buckets, and they're thinking, "Hey, we got vials and buckets. We'll just get as much as we can." They step in and pick up the bucket. When they turn around to leave the chamber, they cannot. An invisible force field or shield of some sort is preventing them from leaving. You look back to Kylie, who is now head first into the fountain, almost swimming in it, drinking from it, gulping out of it, throwing it in the air. She steps out, vials full, soaking wet. And the other three turn around and see this as well. And Kylie looks at all of them and looks at you and says, "Thank you for your assistance." And looks at the three of them and says, "And thank you for your sacrifice to the order. Goodbye."
Was that the magic user?
No, she's the rogue.
Kylie's the rogue.
She snaps her fingers and she's gone.
Knew we should have killed them.
Bum.
I told y'all we should have just killed her. Ugh.
I think this is a good place
Vale.
to call it for the night. But
Yeah.
Go ahead with what Vale's doing.
Vale, seeing all of this happen, goes, well, fuck. Huh. And I reach around to the pouch that's on my back, and I pull out a single vial. I take the cork out, and in my head, what's the princess's name? It's not Moron, I know that. It's Moraine.
Mariel.
Moraine.
Mariel.
All right. I think I in my head, this is for Mariel. This is only for Mariel and nothing else. And I walk to the pool. I dip it in. I pull it out. Recap it. Put it back in my pouch. And I turn around and go to walk away. What happens?
Nothing happens to you or the three of your compatriots, but the three inside the chambers, holding the buckets, staring into them, watching their own reflections, begin to wither and age. All of them aging.
I'm shooting a magic user.
You
There's a force field in the way.
yeah, you fire and your blast hits the shield that's protecting him as he ages from
Whoops.
a young
Sorry.
30 something to 50 to 80 to 100, and you could see him just withering, all of them withering away, their life
Ouch.
force being drained from them.
He chose
Ouch.
wrong. He chose
Yes, he did.
poorly.
And with that, I think we're going to call it a night.
I just
It's
have one
okay.
problem. I just have one problem with this.
Yes, one problem. What?
Vale, if your thoughts were pure and righteous and you got away, then whatever deity providence that rules over this also dubbed your
Kylie.
OSG individual
Uh-huh.
of being righteous.
Well, hold on though.
We don't know that.
We don't know what she was thinking. Because remember, it's all about what you're thinking when you do it.
Uh-huh.
What exactly were you thinking, Vale?
Mariel. This is for Mariel.
So your thought was
Not
true.
for me.
That's right.
Yeah.
Your thought was true and pure. And the OSG
Well, it
are-
was
the
true.
OSG are zealot fanatics.
Yes.
Or at least it was true in her mind.
Yes. That's a possibility as well. All things that we got to think about. But first, we got to get out of here. So let's come up with a plan.
All right.
Can't you just get us back to the ship like you normally would?
You got that scroll.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
I do have the
teleporter.
scroll.
And then there says dimension door, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
And a dimension door is only good for 500 feet. And we don't really know where we are.
This is true.
But I would like to try it. I would like to see if I can use the scroll to put us back on the ship.
You
We
read
should've
the
done
scroll,
that.
and a moment goes, and then, yes, the four of you are transported back to the deck of the ship. Vial in hand, unsure of anything that has just happened was reality, but you have this vial, this crystal clear liquid. Yeah, drop a pin. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, next week we can
Next-
find out if this stuff works. Well,
next-
2 weeks.
Oh, 2
Yeah,
weeks.
2
If
weeks.
I ever see that Kylie bitch again, I'm cutting her head off.
Yes,
You
I-
won't have to. I got it.
She
won't know what hit her.
Yes. All right, folks. That's gonna
We
be...
don't tell the queen this information. though.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, that's gonna be something you probably don't want to tell her about.
We should
But-
probably start being the shoot first, ask questions kind of people.
I wanted to punch her face in, and y'all wouldn't let me.
I was ready to do it until
We couldn't
and
stop you.
No offense, but until you said it was a good idea, and I was like, "Oh shit, maybe it's not a good idea." I don't know. Spores,
But-
push plates.
Also, if she was able to just leave like that
Mm-hmm.
and
She was
stuff,
powerful.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Powerful,
We
or
could have taken her.
she truly believed what she was doing was right.
But she
She didn't look like it.
She just up and left like we did.
Yeah.
Yes,
She
but
also looked very self-absorbed,
With-
and then yeah.
Without a scroll.
Anyway,
it seems to me the magics of that place wouldn't let her leave.
we'll figure it out
Yeah.
next time.
Figure
Next
that out
time.
next time, folks. Until that, 2 weeks from now, join us Wednesday night for Delta Green Impossible Landscapes. And then next Saturday, come back for some more Dungeons and Dragons at noon as we play Horde of the Dragon Queen. There's a little bit more travel to do in that campaign, but just a little bit. And then
No way. More travel in Horde of the Dragon
Oh
Queen?
wait, no.
Say it ain't so.
Next Saturday is Christmas Day. Horde of the Dragon Queen is not on next Saturday. But next Friday night, we're going to have our Christmas Eve special. So make sure you tune in to that. Check the Discord for our schedule. But until next time, folks, we're the United Adventure Company, and this has been the Welcome Home campaign. Oh, by the way, congratulations, everyone. You're now level 9. Level up your characters before the next session. Congratulations. We're the United Adventure Company. You're our favorite audience, and we love you very, very much. So
No
make sure
gang
you
signs.
tune in. Give us all the love and all the follows, all the subs. Until next time, stay out of our dungeons. Good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.